couldn't be more blessed.
Firefighters of the night are welcomed alongside Parker Nolan. Val Perez by Zach Watson.
It represents hard work, it represents discipline. Honor those people by how hard you play. Do not take that for granted.
Led by Val Perez, a 10-year firefighter in Corpus Christi, Texas, and longtime Bananas and Christian Dearman and Dakota McFadden.
My dad's been a fireman for over, probably 50 years now. My uncle's been in the fire department for a long time. Never give in, doesn't matter what the situation is. And you know these guys never back down. They're coming to save everyone that they can.
Being the son of a firefighter, being the nephew of a firefighter, and being a friend of so many different firefighters, it feels like this was meant for me.
Fighting the flames for 19 games in 2024, a year of history for the Firefighters.
Dakota McFadden, the first home run in the history of the Firefighters franchise. Under the leg to Brito at second. A trick play, and the first win in Firefighters history. Ham is tagged out, and the Firefighters have won their final game of 2024. And it's the perfect ending for the boys in red and yellow.
In 2025, the schedule going to 33 missions across the country, including the team's very first headlining tour, a 3-city journey across Virginia, a barnstorming month that left fans with plenty of fiery moments.
Isaac Para behind the back, Green through the legs, double play with the bare hand, backflip, handspring, yes sir! Into center field, is it gone? Oh my goodness! Noah Bridges is the hero in Salem!
And a host of new characters, like mascot Bo the Beaver, and the first ever Dalmatian Bat Dog.
Chief! Yeah!
The blaze spreading to major proportions. The Firefighters playing in 10 major league ballparks, with their first ever win in an MLB stadium coming in Denver last August.
The Firefighters stop the Nanners' winning streak at 14 games, and they take game 2 here in Coors Field in showdowns.
And they gave us one of the most emotional nights in Banana Ball history.
We pause to honor and remember, reflecting on the lives forever changed on September 11th, 2001. And tonight, we honor both the lives that were lost and the lives that were saved because of the selfless actions of first responders. Firefighter John Lastella. Firefighter Chris LeGros. Firefighter Frank Perez. Firefighter Mike Manofsky. And Firefighter Chris Schickler. And Firefighter Malcolm Moore. 9/11 First Responder Port Authority, Lieutenant David Lamb. And 9/11 First Responder, Lieutenant Eric Lamar. And 9/11 First Responder Tom Aiken. And 9/11 First Responder Randy Mitchell. First responder, Brian McGuire! One more time for our New York City firefighters on 9/11 First Responders!
Going into the postseason, the Firefighters earning the 4th seed after going 6-27, only winning 3 times in 23 chances against the Savannah Bananas, the odds stacked against them going against the team in yellow, until Bradford Webb and Ben Dunn stepped up.
Bradford Webb, 6 innings, 6 goose eggs, 4 Ks. He was miraculous. Ben Dunn, the third, fired up as he dribbles this one over to first. Stephen Poland will take it behind his back into the bag, and the Firefighters
1-0 win in Game 1 of the semifinals, giving the Firefighters just as good a chance as anybody else. But they dropped Game 2 by 1 point, leading to a winner-take-all showdowns in Grayson Stadium. Dalton Cornett getting his chance to shine and creating a moment that will last in Banana Ball history.
That ball demolished! Deep out to right! Gone! Dalton Cornett sends the Firefighters to the 2025 Banana Ball Tour Championship Final!
I don't even have words right now. This is like the greatest moment of baseball history.
From 4 seed to the championship game, the Firefighters becoming the ultimate Cinderella story in Banana Land. The Fire and Flames picking right up where they left off in 2026, with longtime Bananas Eric Jones Jr., Jared Donaldson, and Zach Phillips officially aboard. The team picked up its first ever sweep in Banana Ball over the Loco Beach Coconuts in Little Rock, Arkansas. Launched an historic offensive performance in Montgomery, Alabama, scoring 22 runs in 1 game to beat the Indianapolis Clowns 4-2. Then swept the Party Animals for the first time ever in Albuquerque, highlighted by an incredible 2 rounds of showdowns in Game 2. In May, the Firefighters going to Corpus Christi, Texas, bringing Val Perez back to her hometown and giving us one of the most emotional weekends in firefighter history.
And a firefighter from right here in Corpus Christi. Please welcome Val Perez.
What a cool moment.
That moment, I mean, it's special. Hearing everything from the crowd, of course, and then seeing every one of my guys just pumping their chests and screaming for me. I mean, that means everything. It's a testament to the culture we have in our locker room.
Lamar Sparks. Welcome back to the Lone Star State, Lamar. That is his little sister, Jency. And she's about to give Lamar the ride back home, recreating a moment from their childhood.
I don't really have words for it. It's something I've been wanting to recreate for a long time now, and finally I'm in a league, I'm in a place where I can recreate that and have some great people around me, have some great staff, some great teammates. Val stuck her neck out as well and said, we're going to make this happen. We want to make this happen, you know, because this is bigger than Banana Ball.
When you enter the fire service, you are entering a brotherhood unlike any other, and you're trying to be the one who is going to save somebody's life every single day, and you're in those high-stress situations. That is a bond unlike any other. So remember, when you put these jerseys on, who you represent. Take honor in that, take pride in that. When you enter this locker room, you've officially entered the brotherhood of the Banana Ball Fire Department. And let's take pride in that.
On his first swing with the Firefighters, EJ pumps it!
Jared Donaldson strikes out the side, his first frame against the Nanners.
Dalton Cornett has walked it off the Greenville!
We're hot, baby.
Noah Bridges is timeless!
We have a good offense.
Yeah. Tiny with the big shot! Darian McDowell!
Look up there. Oh my goodness. We're the hardest team in sports, baby. Let's go.
Two out of 3. Pit Crew Challenge. I've won 1. Brett Loftus has won 1. This is for all the marbles here at the NASCAR Hall of Fame. Go!
This is Banana Ball.
I was
I was robbed, America. Dispatch to Banana Ball. All units converge on Charlotte, North Carolina. 10,000 strong filling our firehouse here at the beautiful Truist Field for the second straight series of the middle children of the sport, the Firefighters and Texas Tailgaters. After an emotional win on night 3 in Corpus Christi, can the Fire and Flames build some much-needed momentum here at the start of June? Or do the Tailgaters stay as hot as a Texas summer night? It's the Firefighters. It's the Texas Tailgaters, living color in Charlotte, North Carolina. Let's roll. And with that, we welcome you here inside the Dispatch Center. He's Brett Loftus, winner of the Pit Crew Challenge by a second. I'm Zach Staten. Brett, there are two things that are true here with the Texas Tailgaters and the Firefighters. Their stories usually always mirror each other, and it's almost certainly that you're going to get some drama in these games.
Yeah, I mean, last weekend, each of those 3 games came down to the final play. A walk-off home run from Nick Lopez, a game-ending double play from the Tailgaters, and then Johnny Hummel with a showdown shutdown in round 2, leading to Dalton Cornett ended up getting his second game-winning hit of the year in showdowns for the Firefighters. So a lot of drama between these two teams. Tailgaters up in the matchup this season, 5-2 in the 7 games played, but now the Firefighters get to be the home team yet again.
As we start the summer here in Banana Ball, both teams very much still in that race for the Banana Ball Championship League postseason. Again, those top 4 and 5 teams separated by just 5 games, so every moment, every matchup here in the month of June counts.
Tailgaters, by the way, already locked themselves in the postseason. Just want to remind everybody of that every opportunity I get, you know.
He will never let you not live that down. Hey, before we get here to Charlotte, let's take you back to Corpus Christi to show you a weekend that certainly was one of the greatest in Banana Ball history between the Tailgaters and the Firefighters.
And that sends in the 9-hole hitter in Indiana Stanley. Indiana Stanley! He rolls our bay! They're bored right here in Corpus Christi! We're all tied at 3. This is Banana Ball.
A heck of a game. This is bananas.
No, it's not bananas. This is Tailgaters.
Zach Watson, 180 feet from the Tailgaters' 14th win of 2026. Lope, deep left field. Noah Bridges going back. It's gone. It's gone. Lope. Tailgaters walk it off in Corpus Christi, 5-3. Where else would you rather be than Banana Ball?
Is that the best feeling in the world?
That was unbelievable. I mean, we just battled the whole 9th inning, and Indy's been struggling. Homer, Waddy sets the tone. I've been struggling a little bit. Stayed with my swing, won the game just like that. And we're just a bunch of junkyard dogs, and I love these guys.
Right side, Tyler Justice steps on the back, throw to second. Got him! 1-6 double play. Tailgaters win it 3-2. Defense wins championships. That's my first baseman, and that's my captain. The 1-2 from Reese. Swatted into right field. Gonna roll for a while. Reese on his horse. DC3 good wheels. It is going to be hard to track that one down. Reese still running all the way out at the track, and he won't even offer up a throw. DC3 makes it a 4-3 ball game, applying all the pressure on the Tailgaters. The 0-2. Got him! And the Firefighters win it 4-3 in showdowns in the hometown of their skipper, Val Perez.
You want to talk about learning from adversity? Going through the fire and flames. Johnny Hummel with a heartbreaking Thursday comes back on Saturday. Back against the wall and gets a K. The Firefighters come back from 3 down to win it in 2 rounds of showdowns. What a night, what a team, and that one is for Val.
It's 3 games that will go down in the record books here in the sport of Banana Ball. As you take a look at the beautiful skyline here in Charlotte, here are the Banana Ball Championship League standings as we start the summer in the sport. As Brett Loftus noted, Texas Tailgaters are in the hunt for something. It's just the #1 overall seed. They are already locked in.
to the Banana Ball Championship League postseason with the win in the Banana Ball Open. The Firefighters on the outside looking in, but just a game behind the Party Animals. So tonight and the rest of June, very much an important one as they go up against the Texas Tailgaters and then right back to it against the Savannah Bananas.
Yeah, same exact matchup as last weekend across the league. Tailgaters playing the Firefighters. Bananas have 3 games against the Clowns in Savannah. And the Coconuts and the Party Animals in the first ever Major League stadium this sport has seen that is not going to be featuring the Savannah Bananas. Party Animals, Coconuts kicked that off Saturday evening in Milwaukee. So we'll have a good finger on where the Tailgaters and the Firefighters sit before the Party Animals and Coconuts can even complete Game 1 on Saturday night, as that's your look at the Banana Ball Championship League standings.
Coming back here onto the field are the Firefighters. This is their first time playing in Charlotte, the second year in a row at the Banana Ball has played here in the beautiful Queen City. But last week in Corpus Christi, we saw one of the best plays we have ever seen, and that was Logan Lacey's catch over the dugout. Flipping was unreal. I couldn't believe my eyes. Brett Loftus couldn't believe his eyes. Rex Castillo had a chance to catch up with the man we call Showtime.
Guys, Logan Lacey made one of the sickest plays in Banana Ball this season, going over the top into the dugout to catch a foul ball. We're here with Logan right now. That happened in Corpus, but we're gonna go step by step here in Charlotte on what went through your mind. Logan, this ball goes up. You are sprinting, you are selling out. Walk with me here. How in the world, or why in the world, did you sprint to make this play?
I knew Zach Watson was gonna do some damage to the ball, so I said, if I don't try to make this out for the team, there's no telling what the next pitch could do.
Now, the next part is the fun part. We're going to get Logan inside the dugout with the help of some very strong men here from the calendar crew. Say hi, boys. This is the part that everyone remembers, where Logan basically goes help over the barrier to make the play. You're upside down. Yep. You make the play. How do you focus to also do that and not die?
Yeah, so I'm usually not in a position like that, so I had to think like my 2 cats at the house and make sure I always land on my feet, and that's what I did, yeah.
That's the most important part here. Hold the mic for me real quick. So, shout out to that. Now, here, more gracefully, he makes the play on his feet. What's going through your mind after you've made that epic play?
When I made the epic play, I actually landed on my butt to catch my fall, and I saw the family that I was trying to avoid hitting, and they were like cheering. So I was like, all right, let's give them a show right here. So I ran around because I was not tall enough to jump that 8-foot wall, and then I was like, wow. And then after that, I just blacked out. I don't know what happened.
I get why he almost blacked out. I'm about to black out. Logan Lacey's awesome at his job. Back to you guys.
2 things. Rex Castillo, I'm very glad that you're okay. And number 2, Logan Lacey saying after what he just did that he wasn't tall enough to jump an 8-foot wall is just hilarious to me. Again, one of the plays of the year, one of the plays of Banana Ball that we'll talk about for years to come. This beautiful ballpark, Truist Field, built in 2014, home of the AAA affiliate Charlotte Knights 4, Chicago White Sox. Boy, this is about as pure scenes as we have ever seen in a minor league ballpark. Brett Loftus, the skyline of Charlotte in the backdrop sets one of the greatest settings we have ever had here on the World Tour.
Yeah, man, it's incredible to be a minor league ballpark. You know, I remember when Charlotte was building this, you know, about 12 years ago. And it's what you're seeing right now is what they're trying to set. They're trying to bid for a major league team someday. And that's why they built it down here in Uptown. We're right across the street where the Bananas and Party Animals played last year, Bank of America Stadium, home of the Carolina Panthers. We're about 6 blocks away from where the Hornets play. It's the Spectrum Center. We're about 7 blocks away from where we were at with the NASCAR Hall of Fame. So they strategically sat it here in Uptown, in downtown Charlotte. And also for the Banana Ball fans here tonight, hitter-friendly ballpark. Very short porch to right, only 330 down the left field lines. Here in Charlotte is notoriously known as one of the long ballparks in AAA baseball every single year.
A beautiful place here in Charlotte, North Carolina, to a beautiful moment last weekend in Corpus Christi, Texas. Lamar Sparks coming home and making a memory that his family will remember for all.
And we're about to see one of the most beautiful moments in firefighter history.
That's easily the #1 moment in my career for sure. That one takes the cake.
That is his little sister, Jency, and she's about to give Lamar the ride back home, recreating a moment from their childhood.
Jincy would always be at my games, my Little League games. All the little kids would run the bases after our games, and she'd always be interested in doing so. One day I kind of caught her looking out there at all the kids running around, so I jumped on the back of her wheelchair and drove her around the bases for the first time, and then after that, she was like, I want to do this every time. That leads up to the night before we flew to Corpus Christi. I was kind of laying there in bed. I was kind of thinking, what can make this weekend special? You know, my whole family's coming, a lot of friends are coming. I started going through pictures and I came across that one. I was like, is there a way to get her on the field and take me around the bases? And I kind of thought about it for a while. I was like, the only way she could do that is if I hit a home run.
Lamar Sparks!
Kind of took my time getting out of the box a little bit longer than I normally do to try and give her enough time to get out there. Then I kind of slowly trotted around the bases to obviously give her some more time. And I happened to look over and saw her coming out in the field, and that's when all the emotion and everything hit me.
One of the most beautiful moments!
Getting to sit back on that chair and listening to my family, my firefighter family, the crowd in the stands, the guys on the other team, getting to listen to them cheer, not just for me, but for her, was powerful.
I've got tears in my eyes, man.
I don't really have words for it. It's something I've been wanting to recreate for a long time now, and finally I'm in a league, I'm in a place where I can recreate that.
Watching the way my little sister grew up with a smile on her face, no matter what situation she was in, her strength growing up is something that I admired. As an older brother, I got to watch. She's extremely strong, extremely caring. She's always there. #1 supporter for sure. Ride or die.
There are no words to describe what that moment meant to all of us that got to see it live, and how much that meant to Lamar Sparks and his family, Brett Loftus. It was a beautiful moment. It was a touching scene in Corpus Christi, Texas. From one of the greatest moments in the sports history to a great matchup here, starting pitching-wise, Brett Sanchez, the rookie off the Visitors, making his first start as a visiting pitcher here with the Texas Tailgaters, up against the veteran of the Firefighters, Austin Temple, who looked quite good against the Gators. Night 1 in Corpus Christi, he repeats that. Firefighters will have a shot, but he's got to go up against one of the best strike throwers in the sport, Brett.
Yeah, Austin went 3 1/3, just 1 earned run last week, 2 strikeouts in the loss a week ago tonight in Corpus Christi, and Brett Sanchez had one of his worst starts, despite throwing 5 innings. 3 strikeouts and no ball 4 sprints. He induced 14 trick plays a week ago in Corpus Christi. Gave up 3 runs, all of those earned last Thursday night. So again, 2 guys are rolling out for game 1. You feel very, very good. And I mean, in a year where Brett Sanchez has an ERA of 2.41, and you could make the argument he's the first, second, or third best starter, depending on the weekend, for the Texas Tailgaters. I mean, they have the best starting rotation in Banana Ball, but I feel like 18 doing what he did a week ago tonight in Corpus Christi against his potent Tailgaters lineup. I'm excited to see what the fireballer with the fire on his noggin is going to be able to do here in Charlotte tonight.
Again, Austin very good at building off of performances with confidence like he did last weekend. If he comes to Charlotte, North Carolina, and repeats that, the Firefighters have a very good chance of finally beating the Tailgaters for the first time in a game 1. Those are our starting pitchers, and these are the rules of the sport of Banana Ball, and the best person to tell you about them is virtual Jesse Cole.
Banana Ball is the fastest and most entertaining show in sports. And the 11 rules guarantee the most fans-first experience every second.
Unbelievable! Welcome to the Banana Ball Championship League!
Rule number 1, win the inning, win the point. The team that scores the most runs in an inning wins the point.
It's a walk-off winner to the deepest part of the field! Oh my goodness!
With the equalizer point, trick plays provide the away team an opportunity to earn a point going into the final inning. And in the final inning, every run counts as a point. Rule number 2, Banana Ball has a 2-hour time limit, guaranteeing that every game is fast-paced and action-packed. Rule number 3, no stepping out of the batter's box. If you do, it will result in a strike.
Max stepped out of the box, and because he stepped out of the box, that's it.
Rule number 4, no bunting, because bunting sucks. If you bunt, you'll be thrown out of the game. Rule number 5, batters can steal first base.
Ball 3, Gideon taking off for first, throw from Leroy in time!
Rule number 6, there's no walks. Walks are ball 4 sprints. The batter can advance as far as they want until every position player touches the ball.
Those defenders have touched the Banana Ball. It is a 4-base sprint to open up the ball game.
Rule number 7, no mound visits. Nope. Rule number 8, foul balls caught by a fan count as an out.
Oh, they caught it! They did! They caught it on the 3rd point! We're doing a showdown!
Rule number 9, the showdowns. In showdowns, the best of the best face off in the biggest moment. One hitter versus one pitcher with one fielder behind him. And the hitter has to score.
Deep to right center. See you later.
Rule number 10. The Banana Ball Challenge rule gives the coaches and you, the fans, a chance to impact a call on the field. Rule number 11. The Golden Batter. Once a game, each team can give any player an at-bat regardless of the lineup. This offers the biggest matchups on the biggest stage.
Big on big.
Gamer, it's gone! It's gone! It's gone! Get out of here, ball! That thing had a family!
And those are the rules of Banana Ball.
That is the beautiful sport that we are about to play here in Charlotte, North Carolina, as you take a peek at the keys to success for what will be the third series between these two squads in the last 4 weeks, 6 straight by the time that we finish this weekend up, 6 straight games. Brett Loftus, the keys to success, and you'll notice there's a theme here with our keys to success.
NASCAR theme. We went to the Hall of Fame yesterday, so we wanted to show a little homage to all those great voices of the sport. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's get to running, boys. The Tailgaters only have 29 stolen bases this season, which ranks dead last in our lovely sport of banana ball. However, 12 of those have come from Jacob Pippersick. He's tied 3rd best individually in the sport. They must run as the away team to produce some runs en route to some points tonight. Crank it up, man. If you were the watcher of NASCAR on the Fox back in the day, you loved it when they crank it up. And that's what the Tailgaters must do tonight, hitting .290 in the first inning, something they do also well. They get started and they don't let up on their opponents.
Meanwhile, photo finishes. Nothing more exciting in NASCAR than when it comes right down to the line, and that's really what the Firefighters have done this year. 20 of their 26 games have been decided by 2 points or less, including all but one matchup against these Texas Tailgaters here in 2026. The Firefighters know how to play in these tight contested games where pressure gets up just a little bit. They're going to probably have to do that again this week to beat a Texas Tailgater team that is making historic runs in the trick play column, and they have the shot at the equalizer point. Again, if you're the visiting team and you have more trick plays going into the final inning, you get that equalizer point added to your score. They really need to find ways to either deny that or find some runs to make it a photo finish at the end. And then rattle his cage a little bit, a tribute to the Intimidator, Dale Earnhardt. Lamar Sparks, 4 home runs in the month of May, powering his way through a bunch of his opponents. 4 home runs, by the way. Firefighters only hit 8 in the month of May. So if Lamar continues to be the power hitter that we have seen over the last 30 days, he will be absolutely tremendous here in a boombox that is Truist Field.
And Lamar was one of those guys that was in contention for Offensive Player of the Month in May, which was and is Kyle Martin, of course. But Lamar was definitely in that battle, a guy who only had 2 home runs before the month of May and then hit 4 in the 5th month of the year. I think that's a guy the Firefighters lineup must continually lean on. And I love talking to these new guys about how much the game slows down for them. Darren McDowell had a great month of May as well. Talked to him earlier today about how much the game of banana ball continues to slow for you once you get deeper and deeper into the year, which the Firefighters are clearly at.
We are just about set to get this thing rolling here in Charlotte, North Carolina, but we ain't slowing down. We're getting hyped with Kaz Egan.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, hot shots and smoke shows from around the world. Tonight, you and thousands of your friends here live and millions more watching at home have gathered to witness something beyond your wildest imagination. From sparks to sirens, from the station to the stadium, firefighters from across the globe have come together to witness this. This is not baseball. This is the crucible where the toughest, hottest, and most entertaining players are forged. This is a game of the fans, by the fans, and for the fans. But this is not your granddad's pastime, and no, this is not any other night at the firehouse. This game is baseball by birth, fruit by name, and an absolute worldwide phenomenon by the grace of God. But make no mistake, when the heat gets too intense, we don't cool off. We run towards the flames. So this is the time for all 10,000 people in attendance to get on your feet and give me your voices. because this is the hottest show in sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Banana Ball!
And now the starting lineup for your Firefighters. Leading off at second base, number 55, Tiny Hughes. Batting second, the hot shot at shortstop, number 2, Caden Peanut Green. In the 3-hole behind the plate, DC3, Dalton Cornett. Batting cleanup, manning the hot corner, number 11, Logan Showtime Lacey. In the 5-hole at first base, number 4, Eric Jones Jr. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 0, Lamar Sparks. In the 7th slot, the extra hitter, number 7, Mason Mad Max Maxwell. In the 8-hole, ranging right field, number 10, Darian Premium McDowell. Batting ninth, wearing number 9, ranging left field, Noah Bridges. And the decky, ranging center field, number 30, Armando Becerra. And the flamethrower on the mound, tonight's starting pitcher, number 6, Austin Temple. The Firefighters are led by Battalion Chief Val Perez, Captain Corey Pye, and Lieutenant Drew Ianesta. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask all those who are able to please rise. Uncover your heads and turn towards the flag with your right hand over your heart for this evening's performance of our national anthem. Performing this evening, please welcome Courtney Kirk with her rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you very much, Courtney Kirk.
We are fired up here in the Queen City of Charlotte, North Carolina. The 4th straight game of the Middle Children rivalry. The Texas Tailgaters, 15-11, already locked into the postseason, playing for first place. The Firefighters on the outside looking in, just a little less than halfway through this 2026 World Tour. Tonight, their 79th game officially in Banana Ball, and just their 2nd time making the trip to the great state of North Carolina.
It will be the Firefighters who take the field first on defense. 219 trick plays on the year. We take a peek at what that defense looks like for you. Designated fielder will not be in the field to start the game, so South Trimble will line up on the sidelines as your designated runner. The two guys to mention, Caden Peanut Green at 44 trick plays, just 6 away from becoming the first firefighter to ever get 50 in a season. Tyner Hughes at second base has proven to be worthwhile in his first year with the Firefighters off of the visitors. Eric Jones Jr., a Charlotte, North Carolina native, a Davidson product, lines up at first base, at position where they drafted him for trick plays like he can turn. 11 only on the year. That's been because of the limited opportunities because of how good Mason Maxwell has been there. Then Noah Bridges, Mondo Becerra, and Darian McDowell make up your outfield. But the guy in the middle is Austin Temple. Again, an original firefighter makes his way here to the Queen City. Last week, Brett Loftus already told you the numbers. 3 1/3 was really good. Just limited the Texas Tailgaters to a single point in his work. If he can build confidence off of something like that, he comes to North Carolina as a guy with veteran experience, moxie, and he showed it last week in the 4th inning. Nobody out, runners on 2nd and 3rd, and he got out of the jam. That is the kind of pitcher that Austin Temple can be. But the Texas Tailgaters lineup is filled with landmine after landmine after landmine, including Brett Loftus, the Offensive Player of the Month in the sports.
Yeah, I mean, if you're AT, you don't help lead Notre Dame to a College World Series appearance for no reason. But if you're Cal Martin, you're also not back-to-back Offensive Players of the Month for no reason in the sport of banana ball. He's hitting there in that 3-hole. You see league batting average there at the bottom. 300, and every guy almost in this lineup, 5 of the 9, hitting over 300 so far in 2026. I mean, it's an extremely potent lineup, starting with that guy, especially Zach Watson, who had as good as a May as anybody. It's going to be interesting if AT can keep him down. First time in a long time that they've been the away team against a team not named the Savannah Bananas.
Brett Loftus, you ready?
I stay ready. Stay ready and got to get ready.
Chat, you ready? We're ready in Charlotte. Before we get going, let's send it to Kaz Egan to ring the bell, and let's start the fire in the Queen City.
Down on the first base side, here to get this game started, here's Kaz.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have waited long enough. It's about time we start the clock. But first, I need some help. Please welcome 6-year-old Ellison. Hi, Ellison. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, here's what's going to happen. On the count of 3, myself and 10,000 people in attendance are going to yell, "Ring the bell." And when we do, you're going to do just that. 1, 2, 3, ring the bell! Showtime!
In the words of my friend Jose Benitez, yeah, we're ready to go. Austin Temple, the fire on top of that noggin against Zach Watson. It's OG Firefighter against OG Firefighter. First pitch, 6:58, and we're underway with the ball. Trey Hudson, the one calling balls and strikes. Zach Watson, last weekend, game 1, tie game in the 9th inning. He gets on with a double that sets up Nick Lopez's heroic walk-off winner in the bottom of the 9th inning to give the Tailgaters a 5-3 win. Skied up. Darian McDowell can't find it. Leaning foul, it will land foul. In the fans, nobody catches it.
You know, it's going to be hard, Zach. Our early storyline here. The shadows are coming in down the third base left field line here. So if you're playing center field over to the right earlier in this ballgame, it's going to be hard to battle the sun. There's a big skyscraper. You can't see us right behind the first base side. You can see all the beautiful ones in the outfield, but there's some big ones down the first base side here. Hard to battle the sun.
See it right there. What Brett Loftus is talking about. And quickly, it's a 3-1 count for Zach Watson. Ball 4 sprints on the table. And it is a first batter, ball 4 sprint. So all 7 fielders behind Austin Temple now have to touch that banana ball before they can stop Zach Watson. And they do with a first base, ball 4 sprint.
And that's been AT's biggest issue this year has been ball 4 sprints. You know, you go back to Albuquerque where he issued 10 of them out in just 3 innings of work. I think that's the thing you got to limit down, especially against the guy who was a hero a week ago tonight with a walk-off, and Nick Lopez. No colored stash. hairs down, sleeves down, junkyard dog mentality for Lope.
Austin Temple just issued his 26th ball force sprint as Lope just continues to show why he's so effective here in the sport of banana ball. That one a chopper right over Zach Watson's head and back into right field for a base knock. Waddy will move up from fire station to fire station, but that's 2 batters up and 2 on for the Gators.
Yeah, and when you look at that right there, you may be wondering how can't Tyner Hughes get to that banana ball. They're shifting Nick Lopez up the middle. He stays up the middle right there, playing way up the middle. So Lope knew he just needed to poke it to the right side. And anytime you got 2 guys on base for this guy, the May and April Offensive Player of the Month, Kyle Martin. 6 home runs he hit in the month of May, man. I mean, he's just been absolutely incredible. 8 straight weekends with a lone ball as well for Mr. Unction.
You have a slugging percentage of .844. You are doing things quite well. Kyle Martin just continues to see beach balls here in banana ball. AT wanting that one on the outside, won't go. Bo the Beaver is now standing out in right field trying to help Darian McDowell with the shade. Good, Bo. I like that. Kyle Martin. That went over to the park across the street, but well foul.
Yeah, I hope my King Pookie Bear Bryce Young isn't playing anything at Bank of America Stadium right now, because that banana ball would have just hit him right on top of the noggin.
2-2 count. Temp check back. Rocket right back into right field. Waddy getting the breaks at third. Darian McDowell has a live arm from right field, but that's 3 up and 3 on for the Texas Tailgaters.
Staying within themselves. You see that guy over there at first. I'm not talking about Kmart. I'm talking about Andrew Bartman, the hitting coach here for the Texas Tailgaters. It's very big on staying within yourself when you're at the ditch. Kmart hits one 500 million feet foul, but then comes up with a big single for Jordan Barth, who, again, Offensive Player of the Month was Kmart. Jordan Barth was just as good as anybody. 419. He's one of 3 players in the league right now, hitting over 400 on the season.
The ball force sprint would easily get in, too.
I love what the Firefighters are doing here, Zach. You got the corners in, middle infield back. Obviously, Firefighters are willing to concede a run here for a double play. But Logan Lacey and Eric Jones Jr. ready to come home. Anything hit to them.
Big swing and miss from JB. Temple talked to me in the beginning of the season about trying to slow the game mentally down a little bit here in his 3rd year because the sport leans so hitter-friendly. And he gets Jordan Barth swinging out of his shoes, speedy. Goes from 2-0 to 2-2. But these are the situations where it kind of fell apart for AT last year. We saw it last week, him work through adversity. That one bounced right by Peanut, and that's going to score Waddy. Lope, rounding, nope, he gets the breaks. Throw might have had a chance from Noah Bridges, but already that is now the 4th batter to get on base and a run celly for the Gators.
Whole lot of motion. It's what the boys in red, white, and blue got right now. A whole lot of motion. You mentioned it, Staten. Ball force sprint, single, single, single to begin this ball game. We got a motion party going on for this Tailgaters offense in Charlotte.
And the guy coming up to the plate is not who you want to face when the other guys have really gotten going in Taylor Justice. Austin Temple goes for him, strike 1.
A dude who's hitting 365 on the year, but still had another month where he hit over 300 in May. I just don't see him slowing down anytime soon. I can't wait to tell my children about 2026 Taylor Justice, man. He has been incredible hitting in the 5-hole for these Gators.
0-2, fouls it back. You know, you'll probably tell your children about that Game 2 homer from him that still has not landed.
It landed in the Gulf.
Took an orbit around Earth to make sure it got there. And he lobs one right back into left field. Mick will hold Kyle Martin at third, but another run comes in, and it's a 2nd straight RBI single, and the Texas Tailgaters are seeing everything thrown at them right now.
And again, it's what we talked about at the start of the show. These boys love to hit in the first inning. Right now, hitting 1,000 in the first inning. It makes it now 5 straight singles. All 6 guys to start this ball game have reached, and now it's time for, man, who's due to go yard.
Meanwhile, Austin Temple due for somebody to get out here. 5 batters up, 5 on here for the Gators as Jose Brother Gonzalez comes in. Big swing. He just heard you say he's due to go yard.
5 home runs, only 1 in the month of May.
AT really trying to work that outside part, maybe just a hair off. Trey Hudson again, our umpire tonight here in Charlotte. Andrew Bartman, 6 shooters, good. That one fought off. Peanut between the legs to second, over to first in time for the double play, and that's the first trick play of the night, but another run does come home to score in the form of Kyle Martin.
You would trade that. You absolutely trade that. That yes, while the 3rd run of the inning does come home to score, again, you just needed 1, but definitely a couple of outs there. Big time double play, big time by Peanut to get a trick play out of that, as it's Mac Danford.
McAdoodle swinging at the first one there. He is our Dunkin' Donut batter of the night. I'm sure he'll take that rather well. What is on the side of his helmet? There's a sticker.
I wish I could tell you. There's no T on the front of that noggin. I wish I could tell you what was on the side of it.
Doesn't look like a T there either. 1-2 count. It looks like a car of some sort. 1-2 count. Everybody slow clapping. Fought off.
PJ's legacy actually came last year to Grayson Stadium when the Tailgaters were practicing, gave out those stickers to all the guys. They're here today, PJ's legacy, and it gave that sticker to Mac. He put on the side of his helmet pregame.
Big K for Austin Temple. So the first 5 get on for the Texas Tailgaters, 3 come across, but AT ends it with a strikeout. And you know what that means when the Dunkin' Donut batter hits? It means everybody here gets a bunch of sweet treats. Ben Dunn just threw one to the upper deck. That's a beautiful curve from Austin Temple. When that moves, he moves. That's 3-0 though for the Texas Tailgaters going into the bottom of the 1st inning with what is easily the league's best trick play defense, maybe the league's best defense overall.
Yeah, I'd say in Banana Ball, it's the league's best defense. When you look at what you got up the middle here, we got an important note to make for you tonight. The man at second base, Jonathan Sunshine Looters, 4 trick plays away from 100 this year. Why is that important at this juncture in the year? He is going to be the quickest banana baller ever when he makes it to 100 trick plays, whether that be tonight or tomorrow night. He will be the quickest ever, surpassing 2025 Ryan Cox, who did it in 35 games for those Savannah Bananas. This game, 27 for the Tailgaters this year. Kyle Martin getting the start back out in right. Taylor Justice, by the way, 30 of those 37 trick plays coming in May. That was tied for 3rd best over that span in Banana Ball. Taj Porter behind the dish. The man in the middle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's my good friend Stank. Brett Sanchez, 3rd in the Banana Ball Championship League in strikeouts, 2nd in trick plays induced with 71 of them. When a week ago tonight, he induced 14 of them against his Firefighters offense.
Last weekend, 5 innings of work, 8 hits allowed, 3 strikeouts, and just 3 runs given up. Tonight is his first visiting start here for the Texas Tailgaters against the Firefighters lineup, which is led off by his former teammate on the visitors in Tyner Hughes. One of the more aggressive batters and runners you'll find here in Banana Ball, followed up by a 388 hitter in Caden Peanut Green as that one sent over. By the way, Val Perez talking about we can't really lose as many of these banana balls as we did last week over the fence that were hit foul. We lost about 50 of them last week in Corpus Christi as Tyner Hughes fouls it off.
A lot of those were lost, my good friend Zach Staten. A lot of those were lost. However, it's fans first. People able to collect those and get those banana balls. Tyner trying to collect the leadoff single, struck out in 2 of the first 3 games last weekend to begin the Firefighters offensive evening. Quickly behind his roommate here, 0-2. What a house that is. Drake Fontenot, Tyner Hughes, Brett Sanchez, Brett Allen.
Trick pitch opportunity. Going for it, and Tyner gives it to him.
Bucket for out number 1. Stank says thank you, thank you, thank you. Is not only did he go behind the legs, he went behind the back as well. Look at this. My good friend, Stank, out number 1 in the bottom of the 1st.
Tyner Hughes leads off with a strikeout. And now here's Caden Peanut Green. Floors it. Jonathan Looters booking for a trick play.
Bucket! That's 3 trick plays in the span of 12 seconds. from Jonathan Sunshine Looters and Taylor Justice, who received that banana ball between the legs. Look at this scoop. That's beautiful stuff.
Dalton Cornett swinging through. Jonathan Hughes, I referred to Sunshine as. That's a pitcher for the Texas Tailgaters. DC3 into center field. Indy got it. And it's a quick win for the Texas Tailgaters. It's a 1-0 game easily for the visiting squad as Brett Sanchez looks just like himself here in a quick first inning.
Induces 3 trick plays in that first inning. Beautiful stuff. Indiana Stanley got as good as range as any center fielder in banana ball, not named Jackie Bradley Jr. Incredible. Tell me about their pitching coach.
That's Corey Pye, and he's about to get pied.
Down on the first base line, here's the fire marshal.
All righty, Charlotte, North Carolina. I didn't know if anybody knew, but we have a coach on our team called Pie, and that is right, 3.14. So we're gonna play a little game here called Pie Coach Pie. So we're out here with 6-year-old Jaden, and Jaden, we're curious, would you rather have this firefighter baseball or Pie Coach Pie? He wants to Pie Coach Pie. All right, let's see how he does. All right, Jaden, let's see. Oh my goodness, he went with a throw this time. I like it, I like it. All right, Jaden, we now have a firefighter bat, which you can get signed by all the players on the team. Or would you rather Pie Coach Pie? Pie Coach Pie. You heard him, folks. He's Pie Coach Pie. Oh my goodness, this is getting messy here, guys. I like it. All right, our final opportunity to win him over. Jaden, would you rather have the firefighter t-shirt? Think about this. In preschool, you'll be the coolest kid there. Or would you rather Pie Coach Pie? Pie Coach Pie. You heard him, folks. It's out of control. Here we go for the final. Oh my goodness, that is incredible. Well, Charlotte, he's been such a great sport. We're going to give him all 3 items. Jaden, you're incredible, my friend.
You know, Corey Pye has never had that much stuff on his face before. I'll leave it at that. Taj Porter, happy belated birthday.
Wow. You're just going to steal that from me.
You know what?
How dare you? I want to tell the Quad Father happy belated birthday. How dare you do such a thing?
Sorry, I was trying to be nice.
You know, he told me, he said, Brett, you better wish me happy birthday. You know what I told him? I said, well, you better hit a home run tonight. It's only 3:15 down the right.
So wait, I didn't steal it from you. You still got to hit a home run for you to wish him a happy birthday.
No. Happy belated birthday to the Quad Father. One of my good friends in this life, man. He had a good one last night. Went and seen Jason Hart playing downtown Charlotte.
That is a screamer right by EJ, and another single here for the Texas Tailgaters.
Tailgaters, my good friends at Staten, have 5 hits already in their first 8 plate appearances, all singles, and 3 of them have been hit through the right side, no faster than 80 miles an hour. I mean, they are just spamming that big right side gap as Tyner Hughes is still playing up the middle. Jacob Pippersick, we mentioned 12 stolen bases on the year from him. He will run, and it's Indiana Stanley who had that clutch home run a week ago tonight. What's Pip got for us?
What's happening?
Yes, Pip! Yes, Pip! Turn it out, Pip! And that's what we call the cha-cha slide. The modern day cha-cha slide, of course.
And he's stealing right off it. DC3 down, not in time.
Now second in the Banana Ball Championship League in stolen bases, the pride of Long Island University, Jacob Pippersick. Never had a shot at getting him.
So already another runner in scoring position. Big time hack from Indiana Stanley, trying to recreate that beautiful home run he launched in game 1 to tie us up in the bottom of the 9th inning. Fans have an opportunity. High into the sky. No, they don't. It was on the roof.
Roof did a good job catching that one. Good receiving. The glove was out on the roof up there. I seen that. It was out there.
Looks like T-Mac for the Panthers, huh?
Man, offensive rookie of the year.
Indy. Hard hit by Peanut. Mondo right there, and right now everything is getting hit near a fielder, but not nearly enough for the Firefighters to make much of a difference.
A lot of bad luck right now. I mentioned Tyner and Peanut playing up the middle. Right there, they kind of played more in their natural positions at shortstop and second base, got burned up the middle. I mean, it has just been bad luck right now for this Firefighters defense. Is this the captain, Jordan Hussein, at the dish?
Austin Temple has not recorded the first out of the second inning. He's already on pitch 39 here. That is a bouncer. Peanut, no play at home. Turns it for second, and they won't get the throw over to first. That's probably the right choice there from Tyner. Get the lead runner, but they do surrender yet another run, and the Texas Tailgaters have put 4 of them up here in 1 1/3.
Yeah, and most importantly, put up another one here in the second, applying pressure to this Firefighters offense. Jordan Hussein, another RBI on the year for him. Will be a fielder's choice officially how he reaches as we turn over the lineup card to Zach Watson.
Already. Again, inning and a third. Again, the first out has been recorded in the inning, and the Texas Tailgaters are turning the lineup over. Waddy might have been off his foot. He's got some sick Jordans on his feet.
Painted by his wife, Jess Woody. He busted those out at Neyland Stadium, hit his only 2 home runs of the year in those. Good luck for him.
Runner going. Waddy deep to center field. Mondo underneath. And oh, he goes for the trick play and he got it. Armando Becerra behind the back. That was a beauty out in center field. He almost gave the ball away, maybe not realizing that was just out number 2. Watch him here. Beautiful. Hey, anybody want a souvenir? Hey! You know what, though? I'll take that for the second out and the second trick play of the night for the Firefighters.
Jason Hart hitting in place now of Nick Lopez.
Leisure's usually a guy you want to see if you're a Texas Tailgater fan because of his ability to just stay locked in. That is a screamer, but foul.
It's 2 times Jordan Hussein is now taken off at first. And that one hit out to the wall that Armando made an incredible trick play on. And right there, foul ball.
If I'm Temp, I kind of know what I want to do right now. Or don't. That one gets by DC3. Hussein will make the turn at second, but stick right there.
We'll go down to stolen base because Jordan Hussein was taken off on the pitch. Talked about these guys got to run, man. 2 stolen bases already for the Tailgaters.
They have been aggressive on the base pads. 2-2. Arndt stays alive. Texas Tailgaters plating 3 runs in the first and getting a point off a 1-minute 42-second inning from Brett Sanchez. Already have a run across here in the top of the second, but Austin Temple gets Jason Hart swinging out of his shoes. They'll strand a runner right there at second base, and the Firefighters much less work to do, but still some ground to make up in the bottom half of the second inning.
A lot of hustle and grit in that inning to get that run across, and good luck, I mean, as well. Just beating Tyner and Peanut wherever they're played up the middle. Tailgaters able to find some gaps in that Firefighters defense. I mean, it was really, really incredible and luckily timely hitting, which has been the case for these Tailgaters here at beautiful Truist Field tonight. Tell you about my good friend. Can I tell you about him?
Sure.
My really good friend. Yeah. It is Zach Staten, but there's also another guy that's playing in this ball game tonight. His name is Kyle Martin. He leads the Banana Ball Championship League with 12 home runs this year. He had some babies the night before Mother's Day a few weeks ago in Tulsa, Oklahoma. He's hit a lot of homers. He's eaten a lot of meals with me this year. 8 straight weeks we have indulged in some kind of meal together. 8 straight weeks. Kmart has now left the yard. He's 33 years old, but he looks younger by the day somehow. The good Lord has blessed him with youthfulness, with powerfulness, and he has blessed him as the 2-time Offensive Player of the Month in the sport of banana ball in both April and May. And now we are getting blessed so much, so well, so greatly. How blessed can we be that the unction Kyle Martin is going to join us on the broadcast. How are you, my friend?
Doing well. Loving this city view right now.
I'm loving you more, man. I mean, you out there, the aesthetic, the golden hour with these skyscrapers behind you, it just couldn't get much better than that.
Yeah, no way. This is absolutely incredible. It looks like Gotham City out here.
I like that.
Gotham City, I like that a lot. Kmart, you got a lot of family in town. You're from right down the road in Greenville, South Carolina. Tell us what this weekend has meant to you thus far as a good friend. One moment. Thank you. Trick pitch strikeout.
Gotta join in on that.
Yeah, good job hitting that. Great job hitting that. But being in Charlotte, to your point.
Oh, being up here, close to family, it means everything. I mean, just having the support that I've had throughout my entire career has been absolutely amazing.
Taylor Justice throwing the glove out there.
Man, that's done.
Kyle, I'm not gonna lie, you losing the hat just lets us see that beautiful flowing locks of hair. That is, you should do that more often.
Shake your dress, shake your dress, shake your dress.
Oh man, I'm
Kyle,
out of breath already.
I saw you last night in the hotel gym. Did you ever find that bottle of water you were looking for?
No, they ran out. Normally they stock that fridge up. So I just needed a little refill to keep me overnight.
Literally, that was the only thing he said to me.
That was the only thing I wanted.
EJ right back up the middle with a base knock. He goes, man, they didn't restock the fridge. And didn't say goodbye, didn't say see you later, just walked right out the gym.
Yeah, I get hyper-focused. I had a little bit of priority on my mind. My bad.
That's all right, man.
Kmart, your wife, Mag, able to be here this weekend. Doesn't get to come to a lot of games for work. How excited are you for her to watch you on your banana ball journey? I know she's been with you for your professional journey as well when you're playing affiliated ball and independent ball.
Yeah, it's great to actually have her here. She came to FSU and actually loved it because that's where she went to school. But having her here, enjoy it with some of my friends, some of my family, it's even more special. Turn it. Oh, no.
Buckets! Jordan Barth with the 5th trick play of the ball game for the Tailgaters. Kmart, I need to hear you say that as well.
What am I saying? Oh, for the 5th?
For the trick play. You
Goodness, we're already at the 5th? Wow.
You know what to say for the trick play then.
Oh, book it, baby.
Thank you.
Get there, Andy. Oh.
That falls. Here comes South Tremble, and he will score and equalize the inning up. Clutch piece of hitting there from Mason Maxwell.
Yeah, that sun's giving us some trouble out here.
Yeah, tell us about that. We were talking about that in the first inning. How hard it is from center field right over. You guys are dealing with the skyscraper behind us, but also dealing with the sun. How hard is it to track the yellow banana ball out there?
It's not so bad with the skyscrapers. It's really the sun right now because it's level with the just the buildings behind us. So anytime you lift your hat, you're right in it. Like seeing the ball off the bat is pretty tough right now.
I will be very, very transparent with you, Kyle Martin. I'm going to share something with you, May. A secret between me, you, and God. You've never looked better than you do in this golden hour right now.
And neither has Darian McDowell. Goodbye! That's a walk-off winner for the Firefighters, and we reverse the first inning as McDowell hits his 3rd homer of the season. Premium shots, baby! That's a dinosaur! Dragon! Kyle Martin, you're a gem.
Appreciate it, fellas. Thank y'all.
Love you.
Have a good time up there. Not too much fun, though.
Is there ever such a thing?
So we have the Banana Bowl Championship league leader in home runs mic'd up. And then Darian McDowell hits one about 427 feet out to left center field. Big time homer. That's the same guy I was talking to earlier today. Zach, I said, how is it getting to this point in the season? He said, everything is slowed down. He said, I feel like I'm exactly who I was in the Padres organization. And with that type of pop, he looks exactly like his old self as well.
Brett Loftus, you and I did the Pit Crew Challenge. Now we're about to see some fans do it here with Pit Stop.
We have Damian going up against Kevin. Here is what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to roll their tires to second, where they're going to get an oil change from their wives, but instead they're just going to get oiled up by their wives. At third base, instead of getting gas, they're going to release a little gas. And the first one to dive across the finish line by home plate will be the winner of Pit Stop. Gentlemen, on your mark, get set, start your engines. Kevin has a little bit of a lead, rolling that tire to second base. They are about to get oiled up by their wives. That's right, rub it in, ladies. Damian has retaken the lead at third base, where they are going to release some gas. They're running home, and it looks like it's a photo finish, but Kevin is the winner. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for our contestants at Pit Stop.
Brett, I don't think either you or I got shirtless in the Pit Crew Challenge, not one time. Those two did.
You don't know that. We did it twice before we seen it on camera. You don't know. I could put my shirt back on.
By the way, this is just...
You don't know that.
This is just a humble brag. Brett and I got in the simulators there at the NASCAR Hall of Fame about, I would say, 5 times. And that's putting it lightly. Brett put up the 3rd fastest time of the day with like a 38.5. I got, I think, like a 38.7 to go for the 7th fastest of the day.
You say humble brag. I wasn't going to bring that up, but I do appreciate you telling all the people at home that I know how to drive a stock car. This guy knows how to swing a banana ball bat. It's Kyle Martin. Just talked to our good friend out in right field.
Sent that one to the Lord. I will say this, he does have some of the best hair we've ever seen in banana ball.
He's just all-time human. Yep. I mean, we can talk about how great of a banana ball player he is, and that's great and all. I mean, that's going to get you a long ways here. But being an all-time human is going to get you a long ways in life and also an even farther way in our organization. And Kyle Martin has come in here and blessed every single thing that he's touched in his short time here in Banana Land.
One question I did not get to ask is that one goes foul to Dylan Ed, our bullpen catcher. Great play over there. Does he like the unction?
Yes.
Okay.
We can divulge more into that after this.
Love it.
I feel very good about this 2-2 pitch.
Perhaps you shouldn't. Kmart goes down with the K, and Austin Temple all of a sudden starting to look like the AT that we know and love.
I didn't say which direction for the record. I just said I felt very good about it. You get Kyle Martin to go fishing. That's a big-time strikeout, and the first time tonight that Austin Temple has gotten the leadoff batter out of an inning.
And the threats just keep on coming, though, as Jordan Barth comes on in. Another guy with another nickname here for the Texas Tailgaters. We go from Kmart to who?
Princess JB, of course.
Hello? 1-1.
It's a little bit of the exchange of the times. The first call, perhaps in favor of the Firefighters. That one in favor of the Tailgaters.
JB, and the leaves, no doubt about that one. This guy, by the way, was watching, I believe, the French Open today on his iPad, carrying it around all over the place. He's like a 20-time international racquetball champion. I got that right this time. Good. First 2 times I've said like handball or something.
Can I tell you something?
Is it a secret?
Between me, you, and Guy,
yes.
I'm proud of you. Very proud of you, Zach.
That makes me emotional about everything, man. I'm not gonna lie. Right back up the middle, AT between the legs, and it's a double trick play. Call them both in. Beautiful stuff from Austin Temple there. Right back up the gut, and he had the moxie to do it all.
Had to have it. Had to have it. Trailing 5-2 in the trick plays, and then you get a double book it right there to bring you within 1. Tailgaters, as it stands right now, would have the equalizer point. You really needed a double trick play there. Good on Austin Temple to show you pitchers are fielders too.
But again, the threats just keep on coming. Taylor Justice, though, will quickly make it 0-2. There are 2 players with 5 home runs on the Tailgaters. Brothers 1, TJ's another. We'll have to wait for another one to try to make it there.
And obviously Kyle Martin with 12 of them. 2 of them tied at 5. Tied second best on the team.
Tap. Little down. That's a mighty fine pitch there from Austin Temple. 2-2. That landed right in front of the batter's box. I thought it hit him for a moment. So we go
probably the shortest pitch we'll see this season.
World record. Take
bucket.
Trick pitch. It's a bounce pitch. What else do you know about that? That goes inside the ball 4 sprint. Just the second one the Tailgaters have gotten tonight. First since that leadoff ball 4 sprint to Zach Watson. Taylor Justice will just halt the brakes over at first base.
The chat tonight. Instead, some people are still using the bucket emoji, just in case you're wondering at home. But some of them that count trick plays are using toilet paper for TP. I love the innovation of our chat tonight, really plussing the watching experience.
I will give each one of those people all the money in my wallet, of which there is none, if they put an O next to the TP in emoji.
Good.
Because we list it technically as TPOs, trick play outs.
Good.
And then there's TPM, which stands for?
Trick plays missed.
Boom, baby. Temple again bouncing one in front of Jose Brother Gonzalez. Last week, got a heck of an ovation going back to Corpus Christi. Was part of the Hooks organization for a little bit of time. Taylor faked like he was going to run, put the brakes on, and Jose swings at it.
Good speed for a man his size, but I don't think Taylor Justice is the stolen base threat you'd be looking for in this Tailgaters lineup.
Probably not, and that's another K. This time it's backwards for Austin Temple, and the Firefighters get a clean half of the first inning for the first time tonight. And with that, we head down to the field with Bananas Foster.
Bananas Foster, Victoria Rudolph.
Across the United States, there are over 400,000 children and teens in foster care without a permanent home. To raise awareness and support this community, we created Bananas Foster, the official nonprofit of Banana Ball. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating the foster care community while educating and inspiring others to get involved. And tonight, we are celebrating the Feeney family. Jackie is an attorney and a U.S. Army veteran who has spent her career advocating for children in need, which inspired her to support kids even further. So 8 years ago, she became a single licensed foster mom. She is passionate about reunification, children with in total, she has welcomed 20 children and teens into her home. Fans, please help us celebrate this amazing woman for her impact in your community.
The Feeney family, 7 years fostering here in the beautiful city of Charlotte, North Carolina. You want to help them, text Bunch to 50155 to support Bananas Foster and so many great foster families across this country. The Feeney family, man, that's beautiful right there. Two powerful women doing powerful things for so many kids that need it. And by the way, it's great to see Emily Cole here as well. She's over on the sideline. She's about to give him a big hug. Again, Bananas Foster, always one of the best parts of a banana ball game, Brett.
Always, always, and especially having Emily Cole, who's so over and powers our nonprofit here in Banana Ball with Bananas Foster. You see that there, 1-1 ball game in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina. It's the bottom of the order, turning over to the top of the order, 9-10-1. Having to face that man, Brett Sanchez, who gave up a long ball, a 2-run shot from Darian McDowell that walked it off in that second inning, and now he gets to face a man who hit one out of the ballpark here at Truist Field today during BP and Noah Bridges.
Multiple for number 9 in the 9 spot.
What I was referring to, Zach, literally left the ballpark. Only one of them. Literally, he hit it out there on Mint Street.
Yep. 100%. That will not go to Mint Street. That might land in the fans, and it will. Hit somebody in the booty.
See Taj Porter trying to check on that fan. It's always interesting watching the opposing players of the Firefighters during these headliner games deal with the fire behind home plate. Taj having to deal with that, toss the mask aside, trying to find that pop-up.
That one way outside. Interested to see how Brett Sanchez reacts here. That was just his second walk-off given up all year. This, again, his first time starting as a visiting pitcher here in his time with the Texas Tailgaters.
Yeah, only 3 appearances.
Oh, hello. They've just caught him out. Swinging strike 3, Trey Hudson saying it's a strikeout. Noah thinks he fouled it off, and okay, it's a strikeout.
Well, thank you, of course. Why not? Sure, we'll take it. I was just under the same impression that Noah fouled it off. What do we got here? Oh, no, just came off of Taj's mitt. Yeah, he didn't make any contact. Out number 1.
That is what we like to call being banana ball. And we were all just a part of that experience together. You and I, chat. You, me, and Brett Loftus. Armando Becerra, a really big confidence builder last week, a couple of hits, and he'll get another one. Right back up the gut. And Armando, that bat beginning to wake up. You start to see if his confidence is going, that party animal Mondo is ready to go.
He's really just a tailgater killer. He killed the Tailgaters last year, hit 3 of his 4 long balls against the boys in blue and orange last year, had 1 against them in the semifinals and the playoffs, and he continues to play well against them now for the Fire and Flames as Tyner Hughes starts out 0-1 back to the top of the order here for the Firefighters.
Big Tiny struck out in his first AB against Brett Sanchez. Again, a roommate.
Did you just give us an oxymoron?
Kind of. I didn't mean to either.
Big Tiner.
I said Big Tiny.
Big Tiny. I like that.
What is Savage doing? The check through the legs. Tiny stares at ball one.
Hot in here by Nelly.
Walk-up song for Brett Loftus.
My senior year of high school. I love Nelly too, by the way.
Who doesn't?
I'm sure there's someone out there who doesn't like Nelly.
By the way, chat, you will never guess. I want someone to try to guess this. The rapper I saw in this city back in December for the ACC championship game as that one goes foul again. You will never guess it. We've been talking about rap here. You will never guess who I saw here for the ACC title game. Never.
Rick Ross.
I said chat!
Oh.
It was the boss, Rick Ross.
Rick Ross.
Man, I was so fired up, and then I had to go to the game, and then my heart was broken in overtime. Curveball, sharp, Jordan Barth, heck of a play. Throw over to first in time for the second out. Armando does get up to second, but boy, Jordan Barth, not a trick play, but that's a beauty.
That's just incredible, man. It's an incredible backhand there from Jordan Barth. Not a trick play nonetheless, but a really just good baseball play, if you will, down there at third for out number 2.
That is a beautiful off-speed pitch, but Peanut the wiser to it. Highest average on the Firefighters. He swings at strike one, 388 for a good portion of May. He was hitting in the 400s. That one sneaks inside.
Have good news for you, Zach.
Hello.
Someone just put in the comments, these announcers are so young. Congratulations, Zach. You've been called young again.
31 in years, young in soul. Ball four sprint. Mondo can race all the way around, and that will bring in the second point of the game for the Firefighters. So Peanuts gets that OBP up a little bit more. Another RBI comes in for him, and hey, we're about to do some very fun stuff here at home plate. Oh.
I just want to congratulate the Firefighters on winning the inning. That was some great banana ball out there, and I guess we just couldn't get it done this time. Good luck on the rest of the game. I'm rooting for you.
Thanks, Jimmy. Appreciate you. Firefighters have absolutely no idea what just occurred. Mondo says, let's go back to the dugout. Okay, words of encouragement. See, this is banana ball. We're all a family here at Loftus. We're all family in the tailgate and in the fire station. Austin Temple's back out for another inning of work. And we need to go see about the Charlotte Zoo.
Way out in left field, here to get wild, it's Kaz.
Charlotte, I heard some terrible news that you guys don't have a zoo. Is that true? You guys, I am so sorry, but you know what? Here at Banana Ball, we like to make the impossible happen. So we decided to bring the zoo to you. I found these very sad kids that wanted to visit a zoo. So at this time, please welcome our zoo animals. We have a Dalmatian, a sheep, I think it's a sheep, a pig, and a horse head. Kids, feel free, enjoy the petting zoo. Have fun. You've never been to a zoo, but you know what? We shouldn't leave it just to the kids. Charlotte, do you want to visit the petting zoo? We're going to bring the petting zoo to you. Is that a sheep? I don't know.
Batting for the Tailgaters, number 11, Mac Danford.
Hello, Macadoodle. What happened here? Bradford Webb has a horse head on, of which I don't know why. I think I said that grammatically incorrect anyway. There are still children on the field. Austin Temple cannot pitch with those people out there.
Somebody is still riding I don't know who's in the pink onesie out there. Oh, Johnny Hummel, 100%. Was a youngster still riding on his back, getting off the field in the foul territory.
Checks out. Mac Danford. Sword, strike one.
Tell you what, Brett Sanchez was not pleased with Trey Hudson walking off the field there. He had some choice words for a home plate umpire, and normally don't see such a blissful soul as Sanchi get that irate coming off a mound, and he was to conclude that third inning.
Quick 0-2 hole for Danford. Check over. There was no swing, according to our first base umpire, Brett Bullard. So we'll do this again. The 1-2. Nothing to offer there.
Zach, this sun is atrocious right now. It's gleaming off of a skyscraper directly over the center field fence. This is, geez. I now know what the weekend, when he was talking about those blinding lights, I understand now.
I usually don't wear my sunglasses while we broadcast. I might have to do it right now because I can't see a thing. Wow. Look at that.
You guys can't see what we're seeing. I wish you could.
Oh, I feel so much better. Mac Danford goes down with a K. That is back-to-back strikeouts for Macadoodle. And all of a sudden, Austin Temple is up to 4 strikeouts tonight.
And including back-to-back. Got Jose Brother Gonzalez looking to conclude the top of the third right there. Just threw that big old sweeper out of the zone and got Mac to go for it. As now it's the biggest, the largest, the belated birthday boy, Taj Porter, who had a single his first time up.
How old is Taj?
The biggest, the largest.
But like in numbers.
We'll find out here soon. I'm going to say 25, but I know he's much older than that.
I was really hoping you were just going to say the biggest, the largest again, and I would just have to take my medicine.
He turned 28 yesterday. I just had to confirm that. He was 28 years old yesterday. So the biggest, the largest.
Correct. 1-1, biggest and the largest swing makes it 1-2.
He's not older. He's just stronger, State.
Correct. I did a leg workout today, by the way. I'm hoping to get quads as big as that man. That seems impossible.
You're getting there.
I'm trying, man. I did lunges. So Marshall Schill's the one that's getting me to work out a little bit more with him. Boy, that is not for the weak of heart. 2-2. Taj throws the bat out there. Tiny, over. In between the legs, double trick play, and EJ's got himself a pair, and the Firefighters have taken a 6-5 lead in the trick play column, but that's the gift of being the home team. When you can walk off innings, you limit the damage for trick plays.
Yeah, only 2 outs recorded, neither of those trick plays in the home half of the third. Right there, they get 2 trick plays on 1 play for out number 2 here in the top of the fourth, as it's given to Indiana Stanley.
Brett Loftus, since the Banana Ball Open, to say Indiana Stanley has been one of the hotter bats and hotter players in the league would be darn near an understatement. We showed that last week. 2-0 count, make a 3-0.
Yeah, he's been incredible. What Indy has done since the Banana Ball Open, hitting up near 300. Had that big home run of the ninth in Corpus Christi.
And he'll earn himself a ball 4 sprint right here. The first one that Austin Temple has issued since he got up against Taylor Justice. And so with 2 outs, so runner aboard here for the Gators.
Yeah, and for the captain, Jordan Hussein, a big-time spot. Fielder's choice and an RBI for J5 his first time up. Keep the line moving to Zach Watson is what you're trying to do here towards the top of the order. Got to give AT credit, man. He's settled in that top of the third moving forward here.
And Hussein has been an excellent clutch batter, especially with runners in scoring position. And he doesn't really have to swing the bat either. A lot of ball 4 sprints for J5. Not just a glove magician. That's Ryan Cox. Throw down. Safe. Wheels on Indiana Stanley showing right there.
Tiny wants his skipper Val Perez to challenge that.
Does Val go for it? Oh. Hello.
Yep. Val Perez will initiate her challenge here, Zach. Tyner was very convicted in it as well. I'm excited to see this replay.
Dalton Cornett saying, I don't know, to Austin Temple, probably in form of that.
And it's out number 3 here in the top of the fourth. If it is overturned, I think it's a good challenge.
And it's a runner in scoring position if he's safe. And boy, that is tighter than we initially thought.
I mean, from that angle, he looks out.
Correct. Let's see here.
However, from this angle, you can't tell. You tell the tags applied. You can't tell the hands on the bag. This should be able to tell us what we need to know.
There's
I think
the
you got
tag.
him. I think you got him, Zach. I think that's clear enough evidence to overturn that call.
And Tyner, usually with these players, if they come out that convicted, they got something to stand on. And Tyner Hughes clearly has something to stand on. Umpires will take their time here on the review.
And just for reference in Banana Ball, it's not the umpire who made the challenge, made the call, they don't go over to the replay tent. It is the other 3 infield umpires that will go over to the challenge tent to see this. So there is no personal confliction one way or the other going over to the tent. So it was the second base umpire here, Eric Byron, made the call. Trey Hudson, Brett Bullard, and Chris Walker over at the tent. Seems as if they have a call, Zach.
Firefighters infielders
After
are
further
leaning
review,
towards dugout.
The call on the field has been confirmed.
Whoa!
The runner is safe at
Be honest with
second
you,
base.
Zach. I mean, everybody knows I'm the Tailgaters guy. That looked pretty good. That Tyner got him before Indy touched the bag. I really thought he was out.
Verbiage is what got me there. If you say it stands because you don't think you have the angle, that's understood. I don't know how you confirm it there. Confirming means that there's no doubt he was safe, and I think there's plenty of doubt he was safe. But either way, it's a 1-1 count now to J5 with a runner in scoring position. That is a dribbler that goes foul. And those have gone against the Firefighters a lot this year, to say the least, including like 15 of them against the Coconuts. But this is not the beach. This is the tailgate. Jordan Hussein, the first tailgater to get to 100 trick plays. Bo the Beavers on a roof.
With Grubb, who's going to come into frame here shortly.
Potentially.
Yeah, Grubb's up there with him. I'm looking at it in real time. Look at those guys.
Danger seekers. That's one of the things I've been asked more. What is Bo gotten himself up to this weekend? Well, that's a good start up on the roof. And you go around. Oh, yeah, he did. Ring him up. That is 5 strikeouts for Austin Temple. So after a dreadful top of the first inning, AT, 5 strikeouts in 4 innings of work. He has been magic for the Firefighters tonight. And from magic on the mound to magic with you, our friends. It is time for a tradition unlike any other, where we lift our hands up and we say hello to a small child.
Hey, baby! Clap those hands, Charlotte! Wave those arms!
Ooh, ah.
You look great, Charlotte.
Ooh, oh!
Start clapping those hands. Wave those arms. One more time, Charlotte.
What? Huh?
Yeah.
Charlotte, give
For sure.
yourselves a big round of applause.
I got that horse head that Bradford was wearing right there, and I just turned into it. Hey, Rex Castillo is on the field with a fan who's got an unbelievable story. Rex Castillo, hey to you.
Hey guys, Denise Roethlisberger turns 50 years young today, has been a K-Clubber since 2023. Of all places you wanted to be, why a banana ball game?
Because it's just my happy place.
Nice and simple. Lopi, for doing it for fans like this, how special is it to put on a show like this for fans like this?
Everywhere we go, it's something new every time, and seeing fans come to the game for the first time is super special. And obviously hosting our K-Clubbers that have been here for a while, it makes it even more special. So having everyone together puts it all together easy.
This is why we do it, guys. A smile from coast to coast. Guys, back to you.
So I have gotten to meet Biz today on multiple occasions. First time was on Banana Land at Sea. Second time was when we played at Chapel Hill this year, and obviously got to talk to her at Banana Ball backstage today. Always such a blissful soul to get to interact with. She's here with her sister and a bunch of family today. Happy 50th birthday to her. Didn't look a day over 29.
Dalton Cornett, deep right field with his father in attendance. The mayor of Pippa passes, goes yard. The second pitch of the inning, and DC3 gets his second big fly of the year. Dalton Cornett, how do you do? It's a 3-1 Firefighter lead. Give me that kick, Dalton Cornett. So beautiful. Firefighters, multiple home runs again this week, and DC knew it as soon as it left his bat. Only question was, did that one leave the yard or did it leave the stadium entirely? Dalton Cornett, a run for glory to a buzz run.
And now out in center field, here's Rhinestone Lampert.
Charlotte, the NBA Finals have started, and unfortunately, the Charlotte Hornets aren't playing. But we've got two fans down here on the field who are ready to show their support, but there can only be one biggest fan. So they're about to have a little race, but this race is different. They're gonna go one at a time, and they're gonna buzz into the microphone and run as far as they can. Whichever one goes the furthest will be our winner, and the loser, well, they're getting a buzz cut. This is the buzzed run. Kyle, he's gonna go first. He's gonna start buzzing and running in 3, 2, 1, go! Right there, just in front of second base, Eric. You know the mark to beat. If you get by him, you win. If not, we're buzzing all your hair off. He's gonna start buzzing and running in 3, 2, 1, go! Oh my goodness! Ladies and gentlemen, Eric is your winner, which means Kyle, it's time to get a buzz cut. Let's go to the chair.
What?
You know, they do call Charlotte the Buzz City.
All righty, Kyle, you and that mullet.
They really do.
Take a seat right there.
From
in
a
that
guy
chair.
who's about to get a buzz cut to a guy we're all buzzed about here in the firehouse, Brian Trepanier. Again, if you have a problem with Brian Trepanier, it's because you are at fault. You're the problem. Everybody on the Texas Tailgaters loves him. Everybody on the Firefighters loves him. Of course, last year, a member of the Texas Tailgaters. This year, picked up in the offseason after Ron Franklin's unfortunate injury. Comes in for the Firefighters, and he's darn near been one of the best relievers in the sport. 180 ERA. And he just finds ways to get out of damage. A ton of unearned runs against him. BK, oh my gosh. Oh, Lord.
As if we didn't know, our producer, Mohawk Mike, says this is a loser of the buzzed run. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for pointing out the obvious to us there. I wondered why he was getting his hair cut right up Kyle the field. Thank you so much, Mohawk Mike.
My question is, how did they determine who won and lost that? No clue.
Well, it was based off of how far you could buzz. Mohawk Mike also asked that question as well.
Good, good.
Gosh, I love Mohawk Mike. I get to work with him almost every single week, and I just had to incorporate him there. If y'all could only hear some of the things he says in my ears to me, goodness gracious. One of the best producers in our sport, man. This one hit out of play behind us. 3-1 ball game, by the way. 3-1 ball game. Firefighters have won each of the last 3 innings after the Tailgaters won the first.
2 out of 3 of those have been walked off by home runs. One by Dalton Cornett, the other by Darian McDowell. Logan Lacey diving out for it, won't get it. And Zach Watson is back aboard with his first hit of the night.
You know, Zach, it's top of the 5th inning. Already the 3rd time through the order, and Nick Lopez has something special. So if you guys will look down at the field, he's having to be drugged to home plate because he doesn't want to go home. He, being an LFL, straying away ever so slightly to Miranda Lambert because he doesn't want to go home. Now, he's going to hit with his bat upside down and his helmet on backwards. Why, you may be asking, as Zach Watson takes off for second, in there safely. Lopey is about to be in the splash zone. And there it went, right in the background.
Caden trying his absolute darndest to get Zach Watson's foot off there, and now Lopi has to take a face full of water and try and go an AB. This is his first at-bat, by the way, since the first inning was pinch hit by Jason Hart. Thank you, Brett Loftus. One of the rare times I wasn't loud enough in my life. 2-0 count. Fouled up. Anybody in the crowd have a chance for it? Nerp.
You know what's really cool as they go crazy, it came off of bounds. There's a fire truck with all of its lights illuminating out beyond left field.
Yep.
Really cool what the city of Charlotte has done for us here in Banana Ball. Really cool what the Charlotte Fire Department's doing.
Lopi, is this cool? It's into the stands foul.
I can't wait for about another 30 to 45 minutes from now when the sun goes down and this place is illuminated. It is one of the most beautiful backdrops in all of sports.
2-2. Oh my gracious. BK thought he had himself strikeout number one. Instead, ball four sprint with an RBI attached to it is on the table.
There have been some gripes from pitchers on both sides tonight.
Lopi will make sure the ball four sprint is not applied. Darian McDowell looping backwards. He ran backwards. Joe Mikulic's going to send Zach Watson home, and that's a good decision. It's the first run for the Tailgaters since the top of the second inning.
It's a good piece of hitting from Lopi, and with the ball four sprint defense that actually kind of played in the benefit of the Firefighters, that might be in the gap in an extra base hit otherwise. BK's obviously very upset, as was Brett Sanchez during his outing. The pitchers have not been pleased with Trey Hudson's strike zone. And I don't say that to be disrespectful, as Kyle Martin had 1-0. It's just clearly obvious that the pitchers have not been thrilled thus far this evening.
Correct. BK does not usually get that animated with an umpire as Kyle Martin swings through strike one there. He's very level-headed, BK is.
This guy was with each and every game last year. I have never seen Brian Trepanier once show anything other than positive emotion out there on the bump, and right there showing a little bit of frustration after giving up that RBI single.
That's just his second earned run he's given up all year. You understand why he's frustrated. EJ steps over at first, goes behind the back, and tags out Nick Lopez, and that will count as a trick play because he went behind the back, and that's an important one. Savvy veteran move there from Eric Jones Jr.
Yeah, unassisted double play, by the way, as EJ stepped on the bag, and then he went behind the back. I don't know actually if that'll end up counting as a trick play.
Let's find out.
The ball never left his hand. That'll be interesting to see what our official score Blake O'Hare rules there.
I said trick play, might have jumped the gun. They have put it on the board here as a trick play, so that must mean that Blake O'Hare has ruled it a trick play, but we'll find out here officially in just a couple of moments. But that's a big time unassisted double play because now bases are cleared, and it's just one run of damage given up so far by Brian Trepanier. I can't say his full name. I usually call him BK. Barth off the hands. Chance for a big time play here from Showtime. Tip drill, Peanut under the legs. How do you do? You can call them both in. And the tip drill goes good for the Firefighters. They give up just one run of damage and give up no more. And it's a 1-0 lead for the Tailgaters going into the bottom half. It's a 3 trick play inning for the Firefighters as we bang on a drum all day with the fire line.
All units. Fire line, all plate.
receiver sitting on a ledge in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Can we just pan out and see exactly how high up he is, if we may?
Oh my Lord! He's standing atop his head.
Guys, just one moment here. You guys are going to see how high in the sky he is.
Oh my God.
Yeah. The ribbon board that sits atop the bottom bowl. You guys can see why we may be so
afraid.
Yeah, 100%. Hey, Brett Sanchez back out on the mound here. Beginning the 5th inning for the Texas Tailgaters. He's allowed 3 straight walk-offs to the Firefighters.
Part of the reason why he might be out here is his pitch count is really low for going into the 5th inning. Just 44, given up here as we go into the bottom half of the 5th inning. I can't talk.
Because of all those walk-offs, Zach. That's why his pitch count is so low inevitably. Gave up the walk-off ball for a sprint to Caden Green to conclude the 3rd, and then 3 pitches in the 4th, gives up a walk-off home run to Dalton Cornett. So that is why we have seen that thus far. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sting won't even do it. He's been extremely frustrated tonight. He's one of the grittiest pitchers in Banana Ball and extremely competitive. And right there you see it in him. He's just happy to get an out back on the scoreboard. Doesn't even go to his signature selling.
Eric Jones Jr. lifted up in shallow left center field. Zach Watson dropped it. It'll go down as a trick play missed. EJ is halfway to second, but he will reach for the 2nd time tonight, but that one is a trick play missed.
And you're seeing for the first time in a long time this year.
Brett, I want you to put a pin in that exactly where you left it, because Chief is here with a black bandana and he's got a bat. That is just beautiful. Brett, continue what you were saying.
You're seeing for the first time in a long time this year that another team is applying pressure on the Tailgaters when it comes to trick plays.
Lamar Sparks right back to the same place. Indiana Stanley. Leaping play as Smoke gets back to first.
Air Indy as the Superman sound plays, because it's the superstar in center field for the Tailgaters.
I thought Lamar Sparks just had a 5th straight series with a home run. Foul ball. No catch.
It's caught by a seat. Does that count?
No.
I mean, real good catch by that seat over there.
Unless it's Donnie Allen dressed as a seat.
Well,
Mason fights that one off into left field. That will fall. Smoke is going to 3rd. And that's a good test as he goes to the corner. And there are runners on the corners with 2 away. Mason Maxwell has another hit tonight.
Regardless of what happens here, Tailgaters up 1-0 in the inning. A guy who has already hit a 2-run walk-off jack tonight, and you're down by 4 trick plays. There's a multitude of different ways. Either this out number 3 could happen, or potentially point number 4 for the Firefighters.
Onto the outside part. With the Firefighters leading in trick plays, boy, this is a huge opportunity to get some insurance. As that one will trickle into the fans and off the hands of a Bananas fan with a Tailgater hat.
Nope. More importantly, he's wearing yellow, though. It's the most important fact you stated there, Zach Staten. And he didn't bring his glove.
He had a hat, too. You could have had a trick play there. Said he won't. Darian leans out, won't go for it.
For those wondering at home, fans cannot have trick plays. For those wondering at home, I wish, but Josh Levski.
Darian McDowell gets that club head out there, but Zach Watson is at the track. And the Texas Tailgaters get a point on the board for the first time since the 1st inning and make it a 3-2 game.
It's big, man. I mean, normally Waddy's probably going to go for a backflip catch, a tip drill right there. But if you allow that run to come home to score, the inning pushes. And then if you allow that ball to get too far past you, the Firefighters could win the inning. And instead, you just make the catch regularly, still trail by 4 trick plays, but only trail now 3 points to 2.
Defined by steady leadership, deep operational expertise, and a commitment to strengthening both his team and the broader organization. As the commanding officer of Rescue 10 on C Shift, he has played a pivotal role in advancing specialized capabilities, including helping establish the department's urban search and rescue program and expanding floodwater rescue initiatives across North Carolina. Throughout his career, Rogers has shaped generations of firefighters through his work in training and mentorship, emphasizing teamwork, continuous learning, and a steadfast focus on safety. The 2025 Officer of the Year has served your community at the Charlotte Fire Department for nearly 40 years. Fans, please join us in celebrating our firefighter of the night, Captain Jerry Rogers.
Jerry Rogers has spent 4 decades of his life serving this great community in the Charlotte Fire Department, earning the rank of captain in the process. A salute to him and all of the great firefighters here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and around our country and world watching tonight. Brian Trepanier back out on the mound for a second inning of work. Again, both pitchers, all 3 that have come in tonight, have had some form or fashion of some frustration coming through. But BK going to try to stretch this one out into the 7th inning. Surrendered a point for the first time in a long time. Can easily negate it right here.
Yeah, the only 2 runs BK's conceded this year have come both against the Tailgaters, against his former squad, and conceded that last one in the 5th. RBI single, got squeezed a little bit on what he thought should have been a called strike 3. However, now he gets an opportunity against a couple, at least, of his former teammates. As a guy who caught him a lot last year, Taylor Justice, saluting him as he steps in the box against him. Taylor having a really good night. RBI single and a ball for a sprint thus far. Wow. Wow. You know, there's something called middle in our great sport. And a ball.
Justice watches that one go low. Again, that's the cool part of this, is the Tailgaters and Firefighters have a ton of respect for each other, but when you see BK up there, it's just, it takes it up a notch even more.
These guys love him. I mean, he was a locker room favorite last year, and you can still see that this year.
Taylor Justice, my goodness. Thought that one would have been a strike. Instead, Taylor Justice didn't even put the bat on his shoulder. It's a ball for a sprint. Texas Tailgaters have another one aboard. DJ has been on all 3 times he's approached the plate tonight.
Yeah, a couple ball 4 sprints now for him. That's how he's made his money this year. OBP still over 500 because of how many ball 4 sprints he's able to draw. Now the man they call brother, who's 0 for 2 tonight at the dish.
That is 5 straight balls that BK has thrown to start out the 2nd inning. Ben Dumm is loosening up in the bullpen. And finally, a strike on the board. Sometimes you just go palms up and wonder what could have been. Lofted into center field, Mondo racing in. Does he have something special? Tip drill? Yes, you do, right into the breadbasket. Make it a 9-5 lead for trick plays. I believe they did end up taking the trick play from EJ off the board, so now it's 9-5. Brett Loftus brought up a great point. Ball never left his hand. Our official scorekeeper, Blake O'Hare, goes back, reviews it, and decides that he's right. So EJ's trick play comes off the board in the top of the 5th, but Mondo gets it right back.
Still cool play by EJ nonetheless. He had an unassisted double play, which you just don't see very often in the sport of baseball or banana ball.
Mac Danford has one of the coolest walk-up songs in the sport, Return to the Mac. He also has back-to-back Ks tonight to start out his evening. Would love to change that here. That is a beautiful ball right at the belt. Taylor Justice aboard at first. 1 away. And a 3-1 count. Walked by Mac yesterday. He was going out to get some dinner. By the way, he chose Qdoba. Local Charlotte resident says that's a ball 4 sprint.
No free ads, of course.
No, not at all. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's my 3rd favorite out of all of those kinds of restaurants. I haven't eaten Qdoba since 2013.
Wow. The biggest, the largest. Taj Porter. Man,
I don't know what happened there.
He's got a single on his line tonight.
Taj last week went yard off of Javon Ray, good friend of his. Could he get a birthday dash here? Might have just done it. Darian McDowell backing up, leaping to make the grab on the track. It will result in a run coming in, but Taj Porter, boy, he put everything he had in that 28-year-old body into that swing.
Really good piece of hitting, man. I know Taj's going to be frustrated by that output. You know, Taj has been wanting some more long balls. Thought he had that one. We thought he had that one. Great play by Darian. But nonetheless, bottom line is, Tailgaters played another run. First time they played them in back-to-back innings since the 1st and 2nd tonight.
And it's come against an elite reliever for the Firefighters in BK. Again, some frustrations aside, he has been able to get out of some damage with the help of his defense, as you saw right there from Darian McDowell. Did not like that pitch call. Where have we heard that before? Indiana Stanley reached on a single and a ball four sprint tonight, trying to make it 3 for 3.
Jacob Pippersick now running at first. And again, with the designated runner, you can use it one time through the order. So Pip running in place of Taylor Justice after Taj Porter made that last out.
Wow. That's a ball four sprint inside. And BK is not happy at all. Jacob Pippersick all the way to third, runners on the corners. Texas Tailgaters threatening again. BK, you can see it there, man.
Man, I've never seen him upset on a mound. Seriously. I mean, out of all the outings he made in the blue and orange last year, and now this year for the Firefighters, that's just not a guy who gets upset. And now with 2 outs in the inning, it's going to be the 2025 Banana Ball Pitcher of the Year who entered the ball game, Ben Dunn III.
This man was locked in Scranton through 4 innings, all scoreless. Then last week, threw a scoreless Thursday night appearance and then was walked off in the 8th inning on a Friday night. But when Ben Dunn III slider's moving, when his stuff is grooving, you know what he can do. Pitcher of the Year last year with a 3-minute, 11 seconds MPI, and Jordan Hussein gladly offers it the first one. This is a big one here for the Firefighters. Again, you only got a run of damage to negate right now if you can get out of the inning, but J5 is a difficult out to be had. Trick pitch. Fans, hello? Oh my Lord. A fan had it in their hands and they've dropped it.
Guy was sitting down too. Yep. All he had to do was bring it in the breadbasket, man.
Oh, we're trying to trick pitch again. Hussein, left field, that'll land. 1 run can backwards trot in. Another run racing around from first and Indiana Stanley. It is an RBI double for Jordan Hussein.
Oh, captain, my captain. 2-run double. Tailgaters have now played it 3 here in the inning. And that's big, man. Jordan Hussein gets going down there in that 10-hole, hitting right around 300 right now. Table setter for the top of the order here in Zach Watson.
Waddy Peanuts! Yes, sir. What a play from the shortstop. But 3 runs come across in the top of the 6th, and the Firefighters are going to have to get on their horse here going into the bottom half of the 6th as Brett Sanchez is coming out again. He is absolutely trying everything he can to will this one back into his hands here, and the Tailgaters have given him a heck of a top of the 6th. Caden Green, he's an elite shortstop, man. It's not just because of the trick plays, it's because of things like that.
Speaking of trick plays, Tailgaters sure could use them right now. I mean, trailing 9-5 in that category. It's been Peanut and Tyler Hughes leading the charge up the middle here for the Firefighters. It has been absolutely incredible what we've seen. We know at the top of the show, Sunshine was 4 away entering this one, getting to 100 on the year. Sunshine hadn't gotten a trick play since then. The Tailgaters could really use them, but it's more of a nod. The reason the best trick play team in Banana Ball only has 5 of them tonight because of how good the Firefighters offense and defense have been here this evening. So 9-5, the Firefighters lead the trick play battle thus far and are in the driver's seat to negate the equalizer point, something the Tailgaters have won 5 times this year, more than anybody else in Banana Ball.
But if they're going to have a special inning, then why wouldn't we start it off with something incredibly special here for one of North Carolina's sons, for one of the very best to ever do it in Banana Ball. Who might it be? The anticipation builds. Bridges gave him a standing ovation. D-Mac fights this one off. Up the middle, Sunshine. Oh!
Jonathan Sunshine Loaders! Second trick play of the ball game. Book it! That's incredible from Sonny. That's the first time we've seen him do that this year. Wow.
Just got a stiff arm up in this press box. We were all so excited. That's a heck of a play. Putting future children at risk for that one. Mondo right through the gap into right field for a base knock. That's his second single on the evening.
Telling you, he's a volume hitter, Zach Staten. You let that guy stay in the lineup, he will continue to do what he's been doing past few games against these Texas Tailgaters. Armando Becerra is one of the best players in banana ball. Just continue to let him stay in this lineup, and he'll continue to heat up like he has been.
Mondo is a weapon on the base pads, and Tyner Hughes on the very next pitch goes right over to the opposite side, a left field single. And so Mondo will move up from fire station to fire station, and Tyner Hughes has his first hit on the evening. And now, might we see a bit of peanut power here? That is a 71-mile-an-hour curveball.
If that. I think you're being a little generous there, Zach.
I started with a 7, and I was like, I can't say 70. I'm gonna have to say 7. That seems disrespectful, so I just committed to it. Peanut, opposite field. Kmart, giving it a chase. Can he get there? No, he can't! And that bounces into the seats. They call that foul? There's no shot. There's no way.
I would love to see a replay of that if we have it.
That landed, I think, about 2 inches fair.
If we have a look at that, I would love to see a second look at it.
Firefighters are begging for a challenge.
Can we slow this down? Can we slow that down?
Okay, well, hold on. I might have been wrong.
I would, if we could slow that down just a hair so slightly. Thank you, guys. Let's see it here. Right field umpire's in the way. We can see it. That's fair. That's easily fair. It lands on the chalk. Yep. Unfortunately, that's a missed call by the right field umpire, William Black.
Fans were arguing for it, but I don't believe you can challenge a foul.
Correct, you cannot.
Peanut inside. He's worked it 3-2. Again, it's a very difficult view on that right field line as Peanut goes right back to that side, and well, he hit it out of here. The problem is he hit it about 14 feet foul. Peanut. This one might be a little bit more doable for Kmart. And he just snags it the old-fashioned way. Sonny was all the way out there trying to see if he can get a tip drill. Instead, that will advance Mondo up to third base. Runners on the corners for a guy who's already got a big fly tonight, Dalton Cornett. But the Firefighters right now got to be asking, man, what if? Because that one, boy, it seems fair.
It was. I mean, let's just call it the fact of the matter. That was a fair ball, Zach Staten, and that's very unfortunate for these Firefighters.
DC, fair. No, I'm sorry, it's foul. Sorry.
You also mentioned Sunshine running all the way out there to right field. We talk about all these trick plays that he has this year and the Tailgaters have. It's a big reason for his effort on plays like that. I know Kyle Martin just called it straight up, but now another opportunity for Sunshine.
And he gets it. That is his third trick play on the night. And we are one away from history, and the Texas Tailgaters, after getting blitzed in the second, third, and fourth innings, have come all the way back to tie this ball game up at 3 apiece.
Buckets! Jonathan Sunshine Looters. Now you only trail by 2 in the trick play category, and you got a tie ball game at 3 up. And while Zach and I have a conversation, they're going to kiss down on the field.
And right now we're going to have a good old-fashioned kiss-off. Charlotte, you are going to determine the winner by a round of applause. Sir, what are your names?
My name is Kevin. This is Bree.
Kevin and Bree, how long have you two been together?
It's been 1 year.
1 year, newlyweds. All right, you two take it away. Oh, guys, that was adorable. Couple number 2, what are your names?
I'm Chris, and this is Mary Gray.
Chris and Mary Gray, how long have you two been together?
16 years.
16 years, a little bit more experience. Let's see what you got. Oh, they got a little handshaking. Oh, a spin and a dip. Uh-oh, okay, watch out for the camera. Getting a little handsy there. Sir, last but certainly not least, what are your names?
Deb and Mike.
Deb and Mike, how long have you two been together?
44 years.
44 years. You guys are the last couple, the most experienced couple. Let's see what you got. Oh, don't pick her up. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Why are you grabbing? Charlotte, I'm sorry. Okay. Should I break it up? I don't. All right. Jeez Louise. Where are you going? Don't go anywhere. Oh, now the hat. Oh, gosh. Okay. Charlotte, this is where you determine a winner based off a round of applause. Do you think the winner is Kevin and Bree? Honestly, not bad. Not bad. Or do you think the winners are Chris and Mary Gray? Well, what? I think we have our winners, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for Mike and Deb. Jeez,
well, Brett Loftus had a relationship hard launched about 24 hours ago. And that might be in the future of my friend Eric Jones Jr. as well.
Hey, Zach.
About to be married next month, and he joins us on the mic. EJ, welcome aboard, my friend.
Good to be here. Thanks for having me, Zach. Beautiful night here in Charlotte.
What has it been like to be home again here in North Carolina?
Oh, it's awesome. This is just a beautiful ballpark, a great city. Know so many people here. It's just really fun. I'm trying to savor it. I feel like last year in the Panther Stadium, it kind of was a blur and had a million people to see. This time I'm really trying to slow it down and enjoy it and appreciate getting to play on this awesome ballpark.
This is a beautiful ballpark, very scenic. You have played some games here. In fact, you might have lost an eye here at one point, very nearly.
Yeah, pretty close to where I was. This bullpen over here, they threw it wild while I was in the dugout and it hit me. So that was about 12 years ago now, and it was pretty cool thinking about it before the game, how it felt like my career was in jeopardy at that point, and you know, all I wanted to do was keep playing, and here we are 12 years later, still getting to play the game, rocking crowd here, and having fun while we're doing it.
Kyle Martin keeps this one going with a foul ball. It's a 3-2 count. You played your college ball at nearby Davidson. You were part of history for the Wildcats as Kmart swings for strike 3.
Boom.
You were part of history, the first ever team in Davidson history to make an NCAA tournament, and then you beat North Carolina in the regionals to go to the Super Regionals.
Yeah, that was really special. Highlight of the college career for sure, and it's really big for the community. Everybody was supporting us so hard. Grew up a Chapel Hill fan too, so it was extra sweet, and just fun to, you know, have that group of guys succeed on the field because we were so close off the field. And a lot of times that's what it is. You know, you grow together as brothers and then that carries onto the field.
Jordan Barth puts that out into the streets. Now, I mentioned this earlier. You are getting married next month. What had you more nervous? This game this weekend tonight or that marriage in about a month?
I would say I've been excited for both. There's always nerves playing the game. There's some nerves for the wedding, but that's a part of being human. You know, that's what makes life fun. And I'm really more just excited for both of them. It's coming quick. You know, we got July next month. It seemed like a while away when we were playing, but and that's what I was talking about. Just trying to savor the moment, slow them down, and enjoy it. Ultimately, it won't last forever.
Jordan Barth continues to stay alive. The fact you had to think about that for a minute, I hope Danielle does not hold that against you.
I mean, I want another trick. Yeah, I just don't think nervous is the right word, you know? It's
okay,
like,
excited?
Yes, big time.
Okay.
Overwhelmingly excited, like, you know. I think about it all the time. It's going to be awesome. Such a celebration. And just joy, you know, it makes me happy. It feels like everything falling into place.
Man, Jordan Barth having a professional AB here. Are you keeping the mustache for the wedding?
I'm not. So I'm actually going to be shaving the mustache here soon. Thanks for bringing that up. This is a nice segue. Let's get a pop.
Breaking news. EJ, chance for a trick play? Popped up, and it falls. Ah, the heat of competition.
Of course, for Eric Jones Jr. Hey, I enjoyed that, man. It was a good attempt.
I saw him come in with the hat. I knew it was going to be close. I could have reached out and caught it.
Can you just tell the people at home how hard tip drills are?
Yeah, it's not that easy because the ball goes really high. And then you just kind of whack it and you just kind of hope it ends up, you know, near you, straight up. And you're just kind of like banking on your teammates being there because you can't really see where they're at. So, and I got these headphones in, so it's kind of hard to tell who was calling the, like, I knew it was my ball, but I didn't really know where my teammates were on that one.
That one bounces by Peanut and Logan Lacey. It'll get into left field. Runners move up from station to station, and 2 on with 2 out here. That just means more talking to EJ.
Like, I feel like that was a decent pop, but ideally I would have hit it higher and more straight up. But I don't know. It wasn't a complete flub.
You know what? You'll get another chance here. I feel
That's
it.
right. Maybe he'll give me a ground ball, and I'll do a ground ball trick play.
EJ, how special are the sports fans of Charlotte, North Carolina?
It's awesome. It really is great. You see the way they're showing up for this game. There's so many good spots to go to you know, enjoy a game day. Lots of places around. People travel into the city. The city's grown so much too. It's like, you know, we got NFL. We got high-level baseball, we got NBA, we got MLS, so it's a really fun city.
Yeah, Zach and I got to hit all 3 spots yesterday. Your favorite stadium in Charlotte, though, EJ?
I think I got to go with this one just because of the backdrop, but they really are all awesome. I mean, the Hornets, what they do on the court is sweet with the honeycomb.
That is a ball for sprints. Jordan Barth will come home. We might get a second run home here. Taylor Justice getting the windmill from Mick. And that will play 2 runs. The ball for sprint gives the Tailgaters a 2-0 lead in the frame.
EJ.
Yeah.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I want you to paint the picture for the folks at home. You're trying to negate the equalizer point against the best trick play team in the sport.
Yeah.
And obviously this inning has turned into what it is. How much pressure does it feel as a home defense against a defense like the Tailgaters trying to win that equalizer point?
Yeah, you know, any lead's not safe. So you're really looking to pick them up every opportunity you can. That's why, you know, got to pop up, went for the pop. Felt like
chance for redemption. Oh, did he lay the tag? Oh, you know he did. That's Eric Jones Jr.
All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Let's get a win here.
Why don't we?
Let's go Firefighters.
EJ, you're one of my favorite people on the planet. You're the bomb. We broke some news tonight. EJ is shaving his mustache. It's unfortunate, but a soldier dies good. Let's look at what we've got on tap for tomorrow. The Clowns and the Savannah Bananas go at it once again at historic Grayson Stadium. True TV on Savannah Bananas YouTube page. Again, you can see that also in Espanol with our friend Jose Benitez on YouTube. And then the Texas Tailgaters and Firefighters, game 2 of a 3-headed monster here in Charlotte, North Carolina from Truist Field.
Yeah, man, a really good day. Same slate as tonight. Obviously the Bananas and the Clowns. I believe first pitch wasn't until 7 p.m. tonight or 7:30, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, they're playing in Savannah tonight, playing on True TV tomorrow.
That is the slate, and again, Saturday, Sunday will be Major League affair for the Loco Beach Coconuts and the Party Animals. That's the first Major League ballpark to not feature the Savannah Bananas at all. Brett Sanchez is coming back out for a 7th inning of work.
Yeah, 7:30 first pitch, by the way, in Grayson this weekend for all 3 of those games. Yeah, Brett Sanchez tonight, man. I mean, it's been the duality of the outing, right? You go inning number 1, 3 up and 3 down, and then you give up 3 straight walk-offs, 2nd, 3rd, and the 4th. And then you hang up 2 zeros in the 5th and the 6th. He's back out here in the 7th, again working with a 2-point lead. So it really comes down to now, can the Tailgaters do what their adversaries have already done tonight and win 3 straight innings here in the 5th, 6th, and 7th?
AC popped up. Anybody got a chance for it? No. Firefighters are leading the trick play column 11-7. Problem is, Right now, they've got to find runs here in the bottom half of the 7th to negate the 2 coming from the top half. This is a good start for Logan Lacey, but he swings right out of his shoes. It's a 3-2 count. Ball force spread on the table and a strikeout on the table. Holds on, and it's a ball force sprint. Awfully tight. Lacey wants 2. Lacey, that's gonna be tough. Oh, they call him safe. Eric Byram over there on the call as Chief comes in. And Zach Watson dropped the ball.
Yeah, I think the thing that Taj Porter and the entire Tailgater defense was upset about, we never got an appeal down the first to see if Logan Lacey went. I guess we'll continue to wait on that as as Eric Jones Jr. gets ahead 1-0.
Big time AB here for the Charlotte native. You heard him there. He can negate the 2 runs that were earned coming off of his missed trick play as that one stays just inside. And now with a ball force sprint, there could be potential for a run scoring. And that is a hot shot to Jordan Barth.
Just like playing racquetball, man. Catch it with the racket right in the glove. JB shooting a little smile there. Great play for out number 1. However, still need 4 trick plays to catch up. 11-7 in the trick play battle right now. Tailgaters with 2 outs to play with here in the 7th. And then obviously potentially all 3 in the 8th.
What the Gators have done here in the 5th, 6th, and the 7th is reverse the pressure back on the Firefighters with the way that they have scored. So even if you're not going to get the equalizer point, which right now the Firefighters do hold the advantage, there's a big opportunity to earn a 4th point anyway. As Lamar Sparks stares at the first strike, it's a 2-1 count. Oh my goodness, Lamar wanted to send that one back to Katy, Texas, his native hometown. Broken bat, and Waddy right there. No trick play.
Yeah, man, I think the Tailgaters know what's at stake here. They know they need to win this inning, and that's going to put them ahead 4-3. You still would potentially have the opportunity in the 8th inning down by 4 trick plays. Right here, you just need to get out number 3 and retake the lead in the points category.
Firefighters desperately need Mason Maxwell to get on. He'll stare at ball 1. He's got an RBI single tonight and another one that did not score a run. Mason, sunshine! There it is!
Double bucket! Jonathan Sunshine Looters is the quickest player ever in Banana Ball history to 100 trick plays in a single season.
Play. Jonathan Sunshine Looters has just become the fastest player in Banana Ball history to record 100 trick plays in a season. And now down on the field, here's Rex.
Shine, you have been the face of trick plays. No one does it better than you. What does it mean to get to 100 trick plays tonight?
It means a lot. It's not just an individual thing. It takes a lot of amazing teammates to do double trick plays, to be bought in to do that. Captain Jordan Hussein set an awesome tone for us right from the beginning. He said, we are going to do tricks even in the 9th inning, and we just follow his lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, Charlotte, let's give it up for Sunshine Looters one more time.
Man, that's cool. Not a better human being either. 2025, Ryan Cox got to 100 trick plays in a single season in 35 games. Tonight, game number 27 for the Texas Tailgaters, and Jonathan Sunshine Looters, 100th trick play on the year. Brings the Tailgaters within 2 in the trick play battle and also wins them point number 4 as they retake the lead. What a special year he's having as he's currently on pace to break Coxey's single season record as well of 210, but we got to wait a little bit longer before we can get to that. 4 points to 3, not 5. 4 points to 3. The Texas Tailgaters lead this ball game as they trail by 2 now in the trick play category.
I want to point this out too. There's going to have to be a lot of credit given to Brett Sanchez. Was walked off in 3 straight innings in his first game starting as a visiting pitcher for the Texas Tailgaters, and he comes back, and with the Texas Tailgaters getting 3 straight innings of runs, he holds the Firefighters completely off the board. I mean, that is an incredible bit of moxie that you saw tonight from the visitor rookie.
Yeah, I mean, he was, a visitor last year, and as you mentioned, his first start as a visitor in his time as a Texas Tailgater, his second in Banana Ball. I mean, it's just an absolutely incredible outing for him. And now Ben Dunn III is going to come back out there in his second inning of work after he came in and got the final out of that 6th inning. And he'll have to face 8, 9, and 10 of the Tailgaters order.
As we salute to service here in Charlotte, we start the 8th inning. Massive one for both these teams. Firefighters could use another trick play or two to get some insurance. Tailgaters could put another run on the board. They're very much flirting with not even really needing the equalizer point to have some comfort going into the 9th as Taj Porter swings for strike 1.
Yeah, it's important for the Firefighters to be ripping trick plays here if possible as well, Zach.
Taj stays alive. An 11-9 lead in trick play column. You don't feel the most comfortable with that anytime, but certainly not against the best defensive team in the sport. Taj, left field single.
What a productive night for the quad father. He's now got 2 base hits, also had a sac fly and an RBI. I mean, he is just having a really good night tonight as Jacob Pippersick is going to come in and run for him. And the 2 guys after him been just as good. This guy has yet to be retired. Indiana Stanley, a single and a couple of ball 4 sprints as well.
Indy has been about as good as you could ask for here in this 9-hole. Again, we talk about his performance after the Banana Ball Open. You can just see what he did in Corpus Christi as something to build off of, something to continue to put in the confidence bank. Saw him potentially compete for a Play of the Year contender with a diving catch in center field. That one right through the gap. Another one fought off and into right field. Runner going for third. McDowell, that is a hose over to third. Lacey corrals it, but not before. They get another guy to third, Jacob Pippersick. Corner runners with nobody away.
Pip, man, he is amazing when going first to third, and there is a golden robe going on down in that third base dugout here. It's the 10-hole due up. Wonder who it might be.
The Texas Tailgaters are invoking the golden batter rule. Now batting in place of Jordan Hussein is the Tailgaters' golden batter. Please welcome Nick Leisure Lopez.
Not Kyle Martin, but rather it's Lopey. His 3rd golden at-bat appearance of the year. And you might be shocked, but this is the guy who led the Texas Tailgaters with golden batter appearances in 2025, and as hot as he's been, why not let him hit? Tonight, he's 2 for 3 with an RBI single, and right here, he just needs to get a run in.
About to say potentially Mick wants that lefty on righty matchup, but you would get that with Kyle Martin too. This is how much trust they have in Lopey. Sky high, left center. Is there a trick play to be had here? Oh my goodness, there's miscommunication. And a run's gonna score off that. It'll go down as a missed trick play, and Lopey brings one in. And I think you can see now the Firefighters on way different pages. Noah Bridges want to get in the out. Mondo understands the situation. You got to have trick plays.
Yeah, that's tough, man. You're right, Zach. You just got to get the out right there and just concede that you're going to give up a run. But instead, you didn't get it out and you conceded a run.
Fans could really help the Firefighters' cause. They won't. And now, because it's a trick play miss, that will go as an unearned run against Ben Dung. Right back up the gut. Chance for a double play. 1, 2, 3. And that is a trick play for Caden Green. Make it 12 on the game for the Firefighters. Tyner Hughes caught it with the bare hand, but they will say that's not a forceful enough throw to make it a trick play.
Yeah, I mean, that's your typical play you're going to see in Major League Baseball right there on a 6-4-3 double play. What's not typical is Peanut going between the legs. As you mentioned, 12th trick play of the ball game and a double play nonetheless. Nick Lopez, who was at the dish 48 seconds ago, is right back up there. The beauty of the golden batter.
And Brett Loftus did time that out, by the way. It was 48 seconds. We turn the lineup over for the 4th time now for the Texas Tailgaters. Lopey was pinch hit for in his second AB. Otherwise, tonight, single, RBI single, reaches on a trick play missed and has an opportunity to bring another run 90 feet from home. Instead, it goes off the hands. Tiny, slow roll to him, but he does get the trick play. And so the Firefighters will go into the bottom half of this frame with a 4 trick play advantage here over the Texas Tailgaters. who can make that lead evaporate quicker than anybody in this sport. And they also have a run in the top half of the frame. We will send it to the field for Lean On Me.
In Banana Ball. Sing it, Charlotte.
What's your name? Let's go, Diego.
I know you could sing louder than that. Charlotte, you sound beautiful. Keep up the energy, and let's go Firefighters!
So, here's what's at stake for both teams. As we welcome you to the bottom of the 8th. Firefighters lead the trick play advantage 13-9. The Tailgaters lead the game 4-3, and they lead the inning 1-0. For the first time tonight, the Tailgaters will make a pitching change and send Brett Donnie Allen up to the mound.
Yeah, I mean, a dude who's really, really good when he's in the zone. And he was last weekend, man. He got himself out a couple of jams. He pitched on game 1 and game 3 in Corpus Christi. He only gave up 1 ball for a sprint across both of those outings, both single inning outings in Corpus Christi. And they're looking at him here with a 1-run lead in the inning to secure point number 5 and potentially points 5 and 6 if the Tailgaters can have a 5 trick play inning or not. It's going to be tough here. Despite having the bottom of the lineup's been good here tonight. Is Darren McDowell, a 2-run walk-off home run earlier. This is a big-time moment in this ball game.
Best the Firefighters can do going into the 9th inning is tie this game. The worst they could do is that one goes into the stands. Nobody can catch it. The worst they could do if the Tailgaters were able to get 5 trick plays in the frame is go down 6-3 in the 9th inning.
Yeah, that's a 4-point swing, Zach. That's incredible. You could be either looking at a tie ball game or you could be trailing by 3. I mean, that's banana ball really in its nature, man. That's how the equalizer point was inputted into the sport.
Darren McDowell didn't like strike 2, won't matter. That is way outside. Firefighters lead the Banana Ball Championship League in steals of first base with 11, but Premium not going for it whatsoever. 1-2. Pistol squat. Darian beats that one into the ground. Jordan Barth. Oh, he stumbled for a minute, and they do call the outs. Barth, I think, got caught in between trying to decide if he wanted a trick play or not, and instead just gets the out.
Yeah, he's out, but there's a golden hood down there.
The Firefighters are invoking the golden batter rule. Hitting in the place of Noah Bridges. Here is DC3 Dalton Cornett.
So it is the guy who had a walk-off homer tonight. Dalton Cornett, who last weekend in Corpus Christi, Texas, had the showdown winner in the top of round 2. He gets another one tonight. It's a tie inning, and it'll stay a 4-3 game for the time being.
And there's no way that the Tailgaters can get the equalizer at this point as well. with you not getting a double trick play right there. You needed 5 in the inning, and you didn't get a trick play on that out at all. Successfully have the Firefighters negated the equalizer point tonight.
DC3 really wanted that one. That is the first time, by the way, that the Firefighters have won the trick play battle for the equalizer point against the Tailgaters here in 2026. DC just stays alive with a lighthearted foul. Logan Lacey leads the Firefighters in Golden AP opportunities, but DC3 getting his 3rd chance tonight. And he gets the strikeout. Tawny comes right in and fans the golden batter.
That's the guy you took in the 6th round of the Banana Ball player draft right there, Brett Allen. He's a dog, man. He's got grit. And right there, he gets a guy who's hitting 340 to swing out of his shoes for out number 2 and 1 out away from making it a 5-3 ball game.
So the last hope of the frame lies on the shoulders of Armando Becerra with a couple of singles. Gators lead at 1-0 in the top of the 8th. They win the inning, they're up 5-3 in the game. Mondo, screamer, fouled on the first base line.
Also, how rare is this? Both teams use their golden batters in the 8th inning tonight. We will not be seeing a golden batter in the 9th.
Oh, and he plunked him. So Armando Becerra will reach for a 3rd time tonight. And if you're asking at home what Brett Loftus just talked about, and it's a great point, it's because both of these lineups were about to turn back over to the top half. So if you're going to use it, you got to use it now. So now Tyner Hughes up against another one of his visitor teammates from a year ago. Last AB brought up his first hit on the evening. Tiny chopper, J5. Over to first, and the Tailgaters will get a 5th point going into the top of the 9th.
This has been one of the most impressive things this team has done this year. Win 4 straight innings and take a commanding 2-point lead into the final frame. Kaz, my friend, tell us about these final inning rules.
Tailgaters 5, Firefighters 3. But the thing about Banana Ball is the final inning means the most, as every run scored counts as a point. You are about to see the Firefighters get 3 quick outs and battle back to win the game. Charlotte, it all comes down to this. This is the final inning.
Grub, taking a nap? Don't know how you could in a moment like this. If you're just joining us, the Texas Tailgaters won the 1st inning, the Firefighters won the next 3. The Tailgaters then won the next 4 to get us to a 5-3 game in favor of the boys in blue and orange and get us to Javon Ray, who for the first time this year steps up with a potential win in the 9th inning. He pitched the 9th inning last weekend for the first time this season and was absolutely stupendous. Got his first 9th inning, 1-2-3, then got a showdown shutdown in the first round of showdowns. Now Javon Ray in a pressure situation where we usually see Johnny Hummel is being trusted by Val Perez, Corey Pye, and this Firefighter bunch to get him to the bottom of the 9th with no damage done against him. And as you heard Kaz Egan say, in the 9th inning, in the final inning, every run you score counts as a point. So this is a hyper-critical situation for both squads. Grubb is still asleep.
And while 2 points is commanding usually in Banana Ball, heading to the final inning, you throw all things out the window. Javon Ray may be one of his tallest tasks yet. Having to face the heart of the order in Kyle Martin, Jordan Barth, and Taylor Justice. All guys that have gotten at least 1 hit tonight. Taylor Justice, due up 3rd, has not been retired yet. The defending Banana Ball Player of the Week. Big time task.
Right to EJ. For the love of the game, gets the trick play on the backhanded scoop. That is a beauty as the Fire and Flames launch on the first pitch of the final frame.
That was jarring, to say the least, following that Banana Ball through the fire. EJ able to get the 14th trick play of the night for these Firefighters. Just the 2nd time this year they've gotten 14 trick plays in a Banana Ball game.
But the threats keep on coming. Jordan Barth RBI single in his first plate appearance, has not gotten one since.
Yeah, reach via trick play missed his last time up.
Trick play missed that ended up bringing in 2 in the 7th inning. Think about how different this game would feel right now if the Firefighters find a way to turn that trick play and negate that point. It's a 4-3 game going into the bottom of the ninth, or going into the ninth, excuse me. A little high. 2-2 count. Javon Ray, a product of Georgia Southern, 5-pitch mix. Trying to get Barth to offer high, and he works it from 1-2 to 3-2. Barth gives the fans a shot. Nobody there.
Shouldn't be lost on us either. Javon Ray was a 4-star recruit out of high school that went to Tennessee, one of the best baseball programs in America. This guy has pedigree, and he's been showing it off.
Barth, screamer right through the gap in right field. Darian McDowell, oh my goodness. He was playing in because of all 4 sprint defense. EJ sags off the base a little bit. Darian came up throwing. Instead, it's a single for Jordan Barth.
You can visibly see the frustrations there from Darian McDowell, pointing back at the first base bag. And now a runner aboard and a guy with plus speed in Jordan Barth against Taylor Justice, who is yet to be retired tonight. See it, 2 for 2. That's a couple singles and also a couple of ball 4 sprints. Massive moment here for the Tailgaters.
Justice has been about as clutch as you could find for these Texas Tailgaters. 5 home runs on the year, well above 350 on the average as the check back over to first base. And he has 2 of the biggest clutch plays we've seen on defense. That one screams foul again last week in Corpus Christi. 1 to start a double play to end the game on Friday night, another to send us to the bottom half.
Jacob Peppersick is now running at first in place of Jordan Barth.
Justice swings, and he struck out. Javon Ray, give him the shutdown celly. The first time TJ has been retired tonight. And so, the last hope of the inning relies on Jose Brother Gonzalez with a runner on. 10th round pick in the Banana Ball player draft. Had himself an RBI ball 4 sprint last time he's up. Can he produce again? Right up the middle. Tiny. There. We will go to the bottom of the ninth with a 5-3 game still intact. Firefighters have every opportunity to play the heroics that were against them last week. But these Texas Tailgaters have shown fight, battle, and moxie over these last 4 innings. Completely scoreless have the Firefighters been since the 4th inning. Can they hold them scoreless one more time?
Well, they're going to have to do it against Deuce Deuce, the man who leads Banana Ball in saves. But first, we have a song.
I've got that lightning inside me, so no God. I'm like a titan that's rising, don't just watch. I'm stepping into fame. There is no time to waste. I've got that lightning inside me. This is how legends are made. Oh, 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 oh. This is how legends are made. Oh, 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 oh. This is how legends are made.
Leading off the bottom of the final inning.
It is indeed Miller time as Sam Tenaz serenades all the beautiful people of Charlotte, North Carolina. It's Banana Ball's saves leader with 9 of them this year, Reese Miller. And I tell you what a tall task for him. Up by 2 points. Another save opportunity. A man who has 22 strikeouts, only 9 ball 4 sprints, and has not given up an earned run in over a month. But he has to face Zach Staten, perhaps the 3 hardest outs and the 3 best hitters in this Firefighters lineup.
Gaten Peanut Green, the 2-hole, DC 3, the 3 spot, and Logan Lacey in the 4-hole are the 3 2 up. Dalton Cornett, not only a walk-off homer tonight, that showdown winner last weekend in round 2 came up against Reese Miller. So, can DC3 and company repeat a little of the heroics that were thrown against the Firefighters? Caden Green has not reached by a hit tonight. He does have a walk-off ball for sprint to help his OBP on the year go up just a little bit more. Mikey Spandex of the calendar crew in the crowd with his shirt off. Peanut, a 480 OBP, 388 average on the year coming into tonight. Here we go. Peanut, that's a dart. Jordan Hussein over to first, 1 down.
That is such a tough play for Jordan Hussein. Going to the backhand, shortstop to shortstop for out number 1.
J5, just a perfect throw. Easy does it. Now Dalton Cornett. Little outside, DC3. A homer tonight in the 4th inning to walk it off in just 2 pitches. He's gonna have to find something here. Instead, to Sunshine. For the love of the game.
Bucket! Sunshine trick play 101 on the year. Texas Tailgaters get to double digits, able to save that consecutive game streak. But the final hope in this ball game against Miller time is showtime. Logan Lacey.
Firefighters have got to get the guy who has started every game in team history, 79 coming into tonight. He's got to get on base to give EJ a chance. Lacey, did he go? Yes, he did. Think about the difference from 1 game ago. Firefighters were down 3-0 in game 3 in Corpus Christi. They come back to win. Over to Barth, the 3rd baseman, rounds it up, and the Texas Tailgaters have come back from 3-1 to win it 5-3 in their debut in Charlotte, North Carolina.
They call us the Texas Tailgaters, but it's Carolina on all of our minds here tonight. As the boys going in red, white, and blue, win it 5-3. Game number 16 that they've won this year. And why don't we let them dance a little bit? If you would have told me this morning that the Tailgaters are going to lose a trick play battle, wouldn't hit a home run, would lose 3 straight innings, and somehow still find a way to win this ball game, I'd have called you an absolute crazy man. But then you follow that up with 4 straight innings they would win. 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th innings in the dominant outing that was by Brett Sanchez, throwing the first 7 innings despite giving up 3 straight walk-offs. That was a gritty performance, and as my father would say, and a lot of sports enthusiasts across this country, that's the games that championship teams win. The games where you don't start off too well. The games where you come out and you probably should have lost. The games that you got beat down. The games in the middle part of the season that you could just concede and say, hey, we already got a spot in October. But you won that ball game here tonight. And for the first time ever that these Tailgaters have played here in the city of Charlotte, they are victors 5-3. Who possibly could be our showman of the ball game? Well, my good friend, Rex Castillo, is going to talk to my other good friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Dispatch. Our showman of the game is first baseman Taylor Justice, who insisted that the record breaker Sunshine Lifters join us here. Taylor, we'll start with you. This game, you started out hot, then the Firefighters come back and put up a big fight. How were you guys able to hold it off?
Yeah, I mean, we just got a lot of grit. This team is a bunch of junkyard dogs. We want to come out here and win and beat everyone that's on the field. And, man, I just give it up to my teammates, and especially this guy right here. it's incredible what he does on the field, and man, he helps us win so many games.
Hey, look, you're the first baseman. You have to catch a lot of those trick plays that this guy pulls off. What is it like sharing that side of the field with him throughout the season?
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen someone do a trick play, throw it perfectly at me. I don't do a trick, and then he apologizes because it wasn't a good enough throw to me. No, he's incredible. He's the best to work with. I can't wait to do it for a long, long time.
Sunshine, we got to ask you at least one question. You never make it about yourself, so talk about your teammates and the vibe that you guys set from the very beginning when it comes to trick play.
Yeah, we take a lot of pride in winning games together. I mean, it takes a team to do trick plays to win a ball game. We have some amazing junkyard dogs on this team. Taylor Justice is one of them. He's such a good teammate, great leader, and we're just having a lot of fun.
And Taylor, we got to end it with this. This is, again, we got a couple games against these Firefighters. What can we expect for the next 2 days here in Charlotte?
A lot of grittiness, a lot of gritty ABs, and a lot of trick plays.
Well, guys, Charlotte, let's give it up one more time for our showman of the game, Taylor Justice, and the record setter, Sunshine Looters.
Grittiness. You just heard the man himself say it in Taylor Justice. This team is gritty. Gritty teams win ball games. Championship-built teams win these types of games here tonight. Taylor Justice was extremely gritty. 2 singles, 2 ball force sprints, and was able to catch the back end of a double trick play that gave Jonathan Sunshine Looters number 100 on the year, allowing Sonny to be the quickest banana ball player ever to 100 trick plays in a single season here in game 27 for these Texas Tailgaters. You see the runs category. Almost got banana balled here tonight. The boys in blue and orange, again, put a lot of runs up, but only put up 2 more points than that. 5-3, the final, Zach Steve.
Brett Loftus, you just said the inverse of what I was thinking. If you'd have told me this morning when we all got to the stadium at Truist Field, the Firefighters would have negated the equalizer point, would have had not 1, but 2 walk-off home runs, and would have found a way to get a 3-1 lead after 4 innings and not come away with the win, I'd have been floored, because that's about as perfect as you can play against the Texas Tailgaters. But this is why we keep saying the Tailgaters are one of the most, if not the most complete team in this sport. They didn't have their best stuff tonight on the pitcher's mound. Brett Sanchez still goes 7 innings. They didn't have the trick play lead. They still have a ton of runs, 11 of them, and they inverse the pressure and put the pressure back on the Firefighters.
Yeah, you've seen it, and I mean no disrespect when I say this, but you've seen the crumble that happened there in the 8th inning, the trick play miss that allowed that lone run to score in the 8th that gave you point number 5. Didn't end up being the difference maker as the Tailgaters winning 5-3, but that is the pressure that the Tailgaters put on their opposition to negate the equalizer point, and in return, able to score a run and root a point because of that. And again, you mentioned it. I think it's really a life lesson to be heard, if you will. I think I love to talk about those. You're not who you are at your worst. You're not who you are at your best. You're who you are at that baseline. If that baseline can be somewhere closer to your absolute best, that is inevitably what's going to make you great. The Texas Tailgaters this year, they're not who they are at their very best or at their very worst, but that baseline is a lot closer to their very best thus far. And the very best from the Firefighters as well. The Tailgaters have been taking punch after punch after punch, because we've seen now for 4 straight games, it come down to the very final frame and the very last out. And this has been one of the best matchups going back to last year we've seen in the young sport of banana ball, but yet again this year. The Tailgaters, 6-2 against the Firefighters this year, but 8 incredible ball games we've seen these 2 teams play.
And you have to give a ton of credit to Austin Temple, starter for the Firefighters after giving up 3 in the first, strikes out 5 in 4 innings of work. He was, I thought, you used the word gritty. They used the word gritty. I thought that's how you describe Austin Temple's night. A walk-off homer from DC3, walk-off homer from Darry McDowell, but you run up against a juggernaut in these Texas Tailgaters. Brett, why don't we do this again tomorrow, huh?
I think we absolutely should.
Here at Truist Field, 7 o'clock, one more time. We will see you there here for the Tailgaters and the Firefighters. Until then, Brett Loftus, what do we do?
We will gator up, of course. We will gator up. Boogity, boogity, boogity.